looks like Teofimo Lopez just joined us. Champ, how are you? Good evening.
What up, guys? How y'all doing?
Oh, we're good. We're good. Happy to have you, man.
Happy New Year's.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you. Likewise.
Is this cool or like how y'all want it?
Yeah,
This
sideways
way,
is better.
Yeah, that view.
There you
go.
So, one of you guys could go ahead and start, and whenever you're ready, we could get to Patreon. I'll have that ready for you guys. But T, I just want to say thank you first and foremost for coming on the show and giving us an opportunity to talk a little bit with you. And yeah, man.
Now you already know I'm souped up too. You know I'm souped up, Paisano. I've been rooting for you for a long time, champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you're on here with us. You're on top right now. You're doing your thing, and I mean, we're looking forward to the future, man. You know, the takeover is real.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And I'm just glad, man. I could bring excitement to you guys, man. And that's all that matters to me, man. It's about the fans, man. I'm just trying to do my best. That's all.
You know, ever since you conquered the throne, man, it's just been a lot of talk about you, man. A lot of snaps, man. Everybody's trying to get at the throne, and you know, a lot of names been thrown out there. And I know that, you know, you and your father and your team got your own trajectory, man. And we just, you know, want to get a little insight on what's going on for the future for you.
Well, the thing is, everybody wants it, but they can't. They don't know how to get it, you know. They don't know how to get it, man. That's all I say, man. This wasn't something overnight, yo. You know, I've been doing this for 18 years, almost 19. You know, almost 19 years doing this, man. So pretty much my whole life, man. And blood, sweat, and tears, and this is what comes with it afterwards. You know, I'm a real warrior, yo. You know, a lot of people try to test my my pride or test my ego on a lot of things, or try to test my manhood. And you know, I'm always there, stepping up to the plate for a reason. You know, and you know, a lot of these guys are talking shit right now, especially in my weight class, because they know I'm about to move up. So it's very easy for them to say this stuff. You know what I mean? And but if I was to say, hey, I'm gonna stay, and you know, I think I can make this weight forever, I bet you they'd be quiet.
Go ahead, Francis.
Yeah, I'll follow up with a question. Actually, kind of segued right into my question I wanted to ask. I know your pops had said that you've been making 135 for a while now, probably about 7 years. Is that correct or incorrect?
No, that's correct.
So it's about time that, you know what I'm saying, you give your body a little bit of a little relief and move up. How much fights would you say that you have left at 135 before going to 140?
Man, I'll be at this weight forever.
Before I cut you, my name is Francis from Canada, by the way.
What's up, Francis from Canada? How you doing?
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
Man. Nah, man, just to fuck with these guys, man. I'll say it like this, man. I'll be in this weight class forever. You know, just to see how they feel about it. You know what I mean? So, nah, man, I'm very happy. But the thing is, man, I'm humble, and I had this beautiful experience, man, in Texas a little while ago, and that thing really, you know, I've always been the type, man. A lot of people think I'm an asshole, but I'm just an asshole in the boxing business because I know how they are. I know how everybody moves. But when it comes to reality, you know, I'm a different type of breed. I'm a people's champion. I ain't no just a champion outside, just in the ring, you know. So I had this beautiful experience, man. I'm not gonna get into real details about it, but man, I gotta say, man, it was more of a humbled. I've always been humble, you know, but this was humbled. It humbled me in a different way, to where I appreciate a lot of things, and it kind of gives you that awareness that, man, a lot of us are very closed-minded on a lot of things. You know what I mean? So, but moving forward, let's talk back about boxing. Yeah, you know, we'll see what happens this time around. You know, we're shooting for May. You know, we're shooting for May. Hopefully, we could get Cinco de Mayo weekend. Depends what Canelo does. You know, and I'm just excited, man. Very excited.
That's what's up. So, Teofimo, by the way, it's Mario Mugia here. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday evening, spending your time with us. So what we heard when we spoke with your father last week is that, you know, there's some real talks going on about at some point when you do move up, fighting whoever the winner between Taylor Ramirez would be. So when you do move up, you know, assuming you don't really stay there forever at 135, when you do move up, do you envision yourself going right after the top of the division? I mean, do you think that there will be a couple fights to get used to the weight class, or are you going straight for their heads?
I'll let y'all answer that. How you guys think I am though? For real. I mean, nah, me and Bob already spoke. You know, I called him. I call him at least once, twice a week now. You know what I mean? Just to keep up on the tabs on what's going on. And nah, he just told me, man, once the winner, that's it. You know, he got me going next on right there against the winner. So we already got that already secured. You know, he ain't going. You know, and both guys, we're all under the top ranked banner. So it makes it that much easier. So Bob knows what he's doing. I mean, right after the winner of Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor, I'm right there. You know what I mean? And that's who I'll be shooting for at 140, my first fight.
Let me just jump in because Jose Ramirez's manager Rick Merrigan. It seems like you and him have a back and forth. He posted something on his Instagram about you telling him to shut up, that you felt he was annoying. And I mean, that's someone you're gonna have to deal with because of Jose Ramirez. Is there anything there between you guys, or are you just building the fight?
Hey, what happened?
Nah, man. There's just moments, man, where I'm just like, man, shut your ass up, man. You just talk too much. You talking too much for your fighter.
Oh, that's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
Facts. You know what I mean? So that's really what it come down to. So, nah, that's really it, man. I don't got nothing, but I understand what the man's trying to do. He's trying to get he's just trying to build his fighters that he got signed under him, and he's just doing his part. But I'm just as type, man. Sometimes I gotta speak out my mind. That's all.
Now, did you take any offense of him trying to put Hector Tananara like in front of you, or
No.
is that
No.
a guy that you would give a shot if the opportunity arose?
No, I know Hector very well, and I know him throughout the amateurs. We all know each other through the amateurs, you know what I mean? And even Tank Davis, even if he was a little older than us, I still got to see him throughout in DC and all those things. So we all know each other in the amateurs. But nah, they know what's up. Everybody knows what's up. And that's all I gotta say, man. I'm a different guy, man. A lot of people think that I'm just that one. I think I surprised a lot of people coming in there and just boxing the best boxer that they had as number one pound for pound. I mean, there's a lot of tricks up my sleeves that people haven't seen yet. And the only thing is, man, I'm actually holding my full potential because I'm trying to make 35 just to make these other fights happen for you guys. My real potential is at 140. I'm gonna be hurting a lot of dudes, and I can't wait when I'm at that weight because me and my father always talked about the bigger they are, the slower they are, and it's a lot easier for us. I'm a fast guy, man.
Just a quick question. Thinking ahead, what weight would you see yourself finishing your career at? It's hard to say, but like if you were to think right now, like what's the highest you think you would go with your body type?
Probably 54. 54. I mean, I'm still growing, guys. I'm still growing. That's the problem, man. I'm feeling in.
5'8"?
Huh?
Are you 5'9" or 5'8"?
No, I'm 5'8".
5'8". Big.
Yeah, look what Floyd, man. Floyd is, I think, 5'8", and it's all about, man, styles make fights, man. As long as you know what you're doing in that ring, man, you don't got to worry about X, Y, and Z on these guys. You just got to worry about what you're going to do in that ring. So we're very happy, we're very content about that. We know what we bring to the table. And a lot of these guys, man, it kind of makes me laugh because when they talk shit about Teofimo now, it's almost as if they're not too sure. They kind of like on eggshells when they talk about it. They're not really confident about it, and that's just because think of it like this. When people used to talk about Michael Jordan and they used to throw something at Michael, man, oh, you gonna regret it afterwards. And that's just it, man. I'm collecting all these tabs on all these guys. Devin, Josh Taylor, Ramirez, Garcia, all these guys, man. I'm holding tabs on all of them.
Tio, what is it that Bill and Devin Haney know that we don't know or believe that you don't believe, right? Because they're like, well, show the tapes. No one has ever busted our nose, given us a black eye. If they have, they would post it. And he's under the impression, especially the father, Bill, that neither you or your dad wants that Devin Haney fight. So is there something that we don't know from the amateurs, from sparring, or like why are they so confident and believe that you won't take that fight?
They haven't done shit to even earn the fight. Let's be realistic
So
here,
you
guys.
don't
Come
respect.
On, come on.
So
Nah,
you don't
man.
respect his mandatory position.
My last 3 fights shit on all of their records, all of them.
Definitely,
All of them.
you
My
definitely
last
had a
3
tough
fights,
resume.
my 3 fights alone carries their whole record, and it outdoes their whole record. My last 3 fights, I did the IBF eliminator against Nakatani, who was in the top. He was the number 2 and the number 3 in the IBF, so he's in the top 10 in the lightweight division. I fought the champion Richard Comey just to get to the IBF. I beat the world champion, and then afterwards we beat Vasily Lomachenko, who was number 1 rated, number pound for pound. Just like that, just that alone, I shit on everybody. And the thing is, man, I earned my way. I fought my way. These guys want to get an easy pass because their whole life and their whole amateur career, they've had it that easy path. So that's why when the going gets tough, they get pussy. They turn pussy. And I can say that, and I can look at them in their eyes. It's all talk, my man. It's all talk. All of these guys is all talk, but they want the easy route. They want that fast route. They want that fast living life. But I guarantee you, when the going gets tough and when they actually get to fight Teofimo, they all turn pussy.
Flawless victory.
Now, just to follow up,
I press on these guys for a reason, and ain't nobody ever gonna do shit. Nobody ever. Nobody. You know why? I press on them because that's who I am. I'm a real fighter. I'm a real motherfucker. And when that day come, man, I'm telling you, it's just all honesty, man. Everybody want to get it. Everybody want that fast shit. You know what I mean? But you gotta show me something. You gotta show me something. You didn't. What did Devin really do? I bet y'all can't even tell me. Who has Devin has he ever fought a top 10?
I don't.
The only one that stepped up finally and he got dropped in the second round, came back, was Ryan Garcia. He finally faced a top 10 fighter. Not Gervonta Davis, not Devin Haney, none of these guys.
But in terms of Devin, since you're talking about him and you're asking what
it ain't gonna happen.
No,
it ain't gonna happen.
No,
in
terms of him and you're asking me what did he do? My question is, do you respect his mandatory status? Like before the whole franchise?
No.
Why don't you respect his mandatory status?
Because he ain't earned it.
So the eliminators and stuff. All right. So obviously, you also said that fight ain't happening. So which is the fight that you want to happen at 35? Which one are you looking at?
Like I said, man, a lot of people can say whatever they want, but the dude actually fought his way to get his shot with me, and he has actually 2. So it is going to be Kambosos. But like I said, if Kambosos doesn't work for any given reason, whether it's with Lou DiBella and something falls, then it'll be Devin Haney. But till then, my main objective right now is with George Kambosos because at least the man fought his way to get a title shot.
And that's
Devin never got he never really did. And the thing is, it's crazy, man. Y'all hype this dude up, man, and it's these guys try to come, man.
You're gonna act. You're gonna
hey, I
take
love all
this.
y'all though, man.
Listen,
it's all love, man.
listen.
It's all love.
Listen, you about to take this like I'm some Devin Haney campaigner, but you know you're respecting Kambosos' mandatory position, but not Devin's. They both did the same thing to get where they got. They gotta fight. They gotta fight whoever's in front, whoever's the eliminator, to be the mandatory.
Like, come on, how long y'all been in boxing for? Don't let me school y'all on this.
School me, cause I need to get your understanding. Only way you could become a mandatory is by going through an eliminator. You gotta fight whoever's in front of you.
Oh man. The thing is, man, this guy holds on, man. He holds on to a belt that's not even valid. You heard? It's not valid. It's not, man. I got 2 WBC belts in my home right now. I can show y'all that have franchise and the other one world champion. It's just, bro, we all knew who actually had all the belts, and that was Lomachenko. Y'all just want to discredit it because Teofimo won it.
No, that's not what I'm doing. What?
Definitely.
I'm not even talking about the belt. That's why I keep saying.
But had this been Devin Haney or somebody else, man, y'all call this man undisputed. Facts. It's all good though. I'm gonna put all my foot. I'm gonna put my this whole year. Y'all gonna feel me on a whole different level. I'm on this whole. I'm on a whole nother level on this shit, man. I got everybody just with the Loma fight alone. I put my foot on their neck. This year, right now, I'm gonna choke y'all with my foot.
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
Just know that know that I'm one of those guys.
And I can't wait.
That
I can't wait to body these fools. I can't wait to put them on stretchers.
Listen,
and that's just who I am.
Just know that I'm one of those guys that agree that you don't have to give Teofimo.
No, I don't got nothing.
Vasil, I don't think you need to give him a rematch. They didn't give you a rematch. They didn't have it in the court. I don't think that's a conversation. I told Bill Haney to his face, if they're offering you 5 or 10 million in Australia, Teofimo is entitled to fight whoever he wants next because he fought the monster. But I don't agree with you that you respect Kambosos' mandatory status and not the way Devin Haney got to be mandatory because they both had to do the
Who
same
did he
thing.
fight for as mandatory?
Abdul Alayev or something like that, the
Who
Dominican.
the fuck is that?
Someone the WBC had ranked.
Oh,
Someone
shit.
the WBC had ranked.
Thank you.
Listen, we
Thank
didn't know
you.
Nakatani till you
Man.
beat him. We didn't know
Look what
Nakatani till you
Nakatani
beat
did
him.
with Verdejo, though.
But we didn't know him till you beat
Look what he
him.
did.
You
But
get
look
it?
who he did to him.
But we
And I
didn't know him
guarantee
till
you,
you
I
beat
bet
him.
you anything. At least, hey, one of them fight Nakatani. Let me see what they could do with this dude. Come on, yo. I always took the hard route.
You know-
I always took the hard route. I don't take the easy route. You know why? Because I like it I like that way. I like it that way, you know? I like to earn my shit the right way, like a man, bro. Like a man, you get your own thing. I go out there and I grind it. I don't take the easy route. And that's why God has blessed me in many ways. People could say what they want about me, but what they can't say is that I never went out there to take that shit. That's why we call it.
No, we back you. You took short money because I thought even whatever was reported, I'm not trying to get in your pockets.
You know how much I lost from that fight? I could have made $2 million. I lost $800,000. With the Richard Comey, I lost $250,000, maybe $300,000 for that one. Just that alone.
Say what?
Nah, listen, you've been taking
Wait,
short
why
money.
did you lose that money for
Because he's
Richard
taking
Comey?
short money. He's taking
Oh,
short money.
yeah, that's right.
But that's why I said if you could get the money with Kambosos, you deserve it. Like, you had 3 tough fights. There's no denying that. You know.
And I still want tough fights. I still want all the tougher fights that's going on because it makes me better.
So, I mean,
let me ask you a quick. Let me jump in real quick. So, I was okay when you and Lomachenko were gonna fight. I felt like you were gonna fight the best in the world. I still think, like, even though everybody's talking about the Fab Four, Ryan Garcia, you know, Haney and all that, and they're lumping everybody together, I still think Lomachenko's a threat. I still think that he's probably one of the top ones in the division and could beat that guy. Where do you rate Lomachenko at this point? Does anybody else other than you beat number 2, right behind you? And do you think that we end up seeing Lomachenko in the ring with some of these guys? Do you think they end up stepping up to fight this guy, despite the fact that he's lost all the belts?
No, they don't want to fight that. They don't want to fight him. It's too much of a risk for all of them. That's why they haven't mentioned him. They're not mentioning him. I did the job for them. I helped them. If anything, they should be fucking calling me the Godfather. They should be calling me the Godfather for blessing them. I just baptized all of them right now. They all fucking happy, and that's all. That's all it is, man. But a lot. Let me talk to you guys about a lot of things. A lot of people say, man, oh, you fought a injured Loma, whatever it is, you know. And a lot of people say that Loma didn't do anything in the half of the fight or whatever. It's because I ain't allow him to. You heard? I ain't allow him to. Since he's the high tech and the whole matrix and all that stuff, that dude, for me being this young and less experienced, should have adapted to me within the second, third round. The reason why he couldn't is because I ain't let him. That's all. But like I said, man, all these guys, they're not gonna. That's why they're not mentioning Loma. Loma's a huge threat for all those guys. And they all know that. They still know that.
You think Loma takes the Devin Haney fight? You know the WBC has Loma ranked as number 1, even though there's 2 mandatories. There's Ryan, then Javier, but then number 1 position is Loma. Would Top Rank make that or no?
I don't see why not. The whole thing though is that Devin's not gonna take it. He's just not. You know what I mean? If you want to go out there and say that you the best fighter or you pretty boy Floyd, man, go out there and show everybody. You know what I mean? You ain't doing it, my man. Everybody's cherry picking, yo, and they call me the cherry picker. That shit funny.
What was your
That shit mad funny.
What was your thoughts when he was trying to negotiate with Gary Russell Jr.?
Who?
When Devin Haney and his father were trying to negotiate with Gary Russell Jr., what was your thoughts?
What do I gotta think? That's a 122, 126 pounder. How y'all even allow that shit, man? I just want to ask y'all. Can I ask y'all a question?
How will we allow Gary Russell, Devin Haney?
Yo, because Gary Russell got
and actually be okay with it. And actually be okay with it.
Yo, you know what it is?
Listen, hold on. Let me answer, Tio. Look, Kell Brook moved up 2 divisions. Khan moved up 2 divisions. Canelo moved up 2. That would be Gary moving up 2 divisions. You know, trying to be great. He's trying to prove to you that he's great.
And Devin would still not be able to knock that fool out. It's just.
So you don't think he can get stoppage on Gary?
I love Gary. That's my fam right there, man. All the Russells, that's family. I've known them since I was, man. They took me under their wing since I was 8, 9 years old, man. That's my fam right there, man. So if they ever make that fight happen, I got my guy Gary all day.
Yeah, we gave Gary the skills, man. That's why we had him coming up and not seeing it too much of a problem. But
yeah.
I see what you're saying. He's fighting a lighter guy, much lighter guy.
Yeah, I just got a quick question. Let me
go ahead, Francis.
Real quick. I just wanted to ask Teofimo. So you're saying, I want you to answer this question. Are you saying that Kambosos has a better resume than Devin, and that he brings more money than Devin? Why you rate his mandatory more than you do Devin Haney's?
Better resume? Honestly, Kambosos fought his way. I don't think Devin has fought his way. But yeah, he does bring money to the table if the fight goes to Australia. Yeah. It's time where I start making more money now.
But
you know,
if
man.
it goes to Australia, if it doesn't go to Australia, he's going to present more money than Devin Haney in the U.S.?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's all it's about, getting paid.
Because, well, apparently nowadays it's all about getting paid. So I gotta
look after my investment.
I mean, you have to.
I gotta make mine.
You have to.
Definitely.
Can we switch?
I'm not in the position anymore to be like, well, take it or leave it type shit. I'm not in that position no more.
Yeah.
It's more so like, nah, I ain't taking that. You know what I need, and you know what I could get. Don't do that. That's what it is.
I feel you on that. Listen, I agree with you. I think Lee Selby was a big time win, and I love that fight. I think the George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez fight is a fun fight stylistically. I think both of you match up really well. But, and again, this isn't about matching or anything. I know you're limited at 135 in terms of how many fights you have left there. So if we're not going to see those fights, they're going to happen at 140. If Devin Haney moves on to fight Javier Fortuna and you fight Kambosos, is there a chance that the last fight we see, assuming he beats Fortuna, is that a kind of opponent that you want to see them fight that would then be able to make a Haney-Lopez fight?
Absolutely, because Haney's scared of Fortuna, so I would like to see that fight.
Wait, you say you think he's scared of Fortuna?
He's not.
I know he is.
Oh, he is.
What do you think Fortuna brings? It's funny because I'm the Dominican one. I'm the Dominican one. He's the Honduran.
I love it.
We actually got Javier scheduled for.
Because y'all don't know the insides like we do.
Tell me. Tell us something.
Look, I'll tell y'all like this, man. When before Devin had that whole surgery incident, he was about to fight Fortuna, was he not?
Yeah,
yes.
He was.
Yes.
All right, he pulled out for a reason. It wasn't because he was hurt. He was doing good in camp. You heard? But his pops was calling one of my guys, and he was asking about, hey, what do you think about Fortuna? How you think my son's going to do with Fortuna and all that stuff? It's just all because of that, man. All these guys, man, it's all fake, man. They all fake, man. That's why he rocking a fake belt. A fucking fake champion. Get the fuck out of here, y'all.
I'm one of those guys. Who believe that
Hey, I'm not saying that he ain't a good fighter. I'm just saying, show us. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, show us something. You couldn't do it when Gamboa. The reason why none of us really is talking about him, the reason why is because it's a waste right now. We need something like I need my mans to go out there and knock Fortuna out, knock somebody out to where everybody's like, damn.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
It's because he didn't get the knockout. I told his father that. His father was just on here and we talked about it before that fight.
It's not even about the knockout. It's just about at least show something. At least hurt Gamboa. You ain't really hurt him. You ain't do nothing. You heard?
What about he outclassed Gamboa? He didn't get touched barely. Tank got touched, Tio.
No, I know he did. That's how Tank is, though, man. Tank is punch drunk already, so yeah, he's gonna get touched.
Holy shit!
Damn, my man called him punch drunk.
But he is punch drunk. It's straight up though. It's not even no, bro. Tell me if you really understand what Tank says, yo. Come on, y'all putting me in some shit right now, but
Yo, you saying that shit? I ain't say shit. We didn't say nothing. Who's the biggest fight? Who's the biggest?
Hold on. Like I said, man, I'm gonna let it be known that, you know what I'm saying, if I picked you to beat Lomachenko.
Me too.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
You're part of-
Bro, nah, y'all was I picked you. I picked you.
No, all
Yo,
three of
I
us
get
except
back to the
Mario.
Rick,
Mario
man.
didn't. Mario
Put that
didn't.
in my face.
Hold on. Let me
Bro, me and Mario made a bet, bro.
I made a bet and I
Yo,
pied
Tio.
myself in the face, Tio.
Tio, I bet
I
Mario a fucking pie to the face that you would beat Loma, bro. He got
I did it. I came back 2 weeks later, pied myself in the face.
Hold on, let me
but
finish. Let me finish real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that I picked you to beat Lomachenko. I said, yo, if Lomachenko takes chances in the pocket, you gonna knock him the fuck out. If he doesn't, you gonna box his head off straight to a 12-round victory. But I'm also one of those guys that said that if you are gonna make money with Cambosis in Australia, do it, because I'm all about people making money. But if not, I want you to fight Devin Haney next, just to clear up the whole cloud that surrounds WBC right now with the whole franchise situation. Because I felt like you got the opportunity to fight Loma before Devin, and I felt like Devin would have did the same thing to Loma that you did. In my personal, that's why I feel like I'd want that next if it can happen next. Personally, I don't know about the rest of the guys, but I'll make sure you know how I feel.
The thing is that Devin declined on the offer with Loma. He did get an offer from Loma, and they declined it. They didn't like the offer. I think they wanted like 2.5 or some shit like that, and they declined it.
Yo, you sure? Cause you know, I got Bill on speed dial over here. He talking.
Man, see, but look. If y'all do that,
no, I'm not bringing him on.
Because
I'm
it's
not
like giving
bringing
them
him
some
on.
type of acknowledgement that
No.
Yeah,
no.
No, I'm not bringing him on. But I was at the WBC press conference.
But I just want to know, I really want to know what clarifies Devin to even be talked about in the sense of being a world champion.
The belt. It's the belt.
How
the
the fuck
WBC.
did that happen?
The WBC gave him the belt, Tio.
Yeah, but y'all should know y'all research. That shit ain't real.
It's no different than the regular WBA champion.
The same shit. Yo, you know why they doing this? Because it's COVID, man. Yo, it's COVID. So what? They get 2-3% of whatever the fighter makes on both ends. That's all. They just making their money. They hustling us.
Tio.
They doing their little side hustle.
I gotta look after my investment.
Listen, that WBC strap.
But see, like, and I get it. But at least for me, I know I'm paying what's actually really earned. What I got right now. If these belts ain't, look, I say it like this: if these belts are not valid, I don't need to pay them 2-3%. You know what I mean? I'm paying them 2-3% of whatever I make, and that's each body sanction. So that's a total of anywhere from 8 to 10% of what they getting from me. But it's the real deal. It's the real belts. So I'm okay with it. These guys, they just getting played on some sucker shit because they so stupid. They don't see it.
But Devin,
All the belts that I got I'm all the way on the top at 135. All of them. I'm the king at 135. And I could pay the percentage of it. They can't fuck me. I'm the one doing the fucking.
But you don't got no mandatory on WBC though, champ.
Look, man,
we got some questions.
People ain't gonna like. People don't like my filter. People don't like the way I am sometimes. I'll be honest with y'all.
I love it.
People don't like because people don't like real no more. People like all this fake shit. You know why? Because it's fake it till you make it. Nah, bro, I take it. That's how I do it.
Let me go to Patreon, fellas. We got Bo in Alabama. This says, do you think Rolando Romero, a.k.a. Rolly, can beat Devin Haney? Would you fight Haney if he beat Rolly?
Yeah. Because that's a solid fighter. It's a solid fighter. It's someone that is someone that's just going to keep coming forward, doesn't respect Devin, and is trying to get on his head. You know what I mean? Rolly ain't no pushover when it comes to that. So if he beats if Devin beats Rolly, then there you go. You got like a solidary win right there alone, beating Rolly.
Hold on, before you go to that, can I read the super chat from Eric Cruz?
Go for it.
He said, we've seen Teofimo Sr. in a picture with hundreds of thousands of dollars. Does this mean Teofimo Sr. versus Angel Garcia got made? Laugh out loud.
Yo.
Hey, nah, kid you not. So the good thing about photos and the good thing about social media is I could post things that happened maybe 2-3 years ago. It looked like it just happened.
Oh wow.
So
Nice.
Let's go, champ.
That's
so
good.
you know, we always been well off, man. Thankfully, man. Thankfully, you know. But like I said, man, my whole thing, man, is just all about making the fans happy, man. And y'all gonna get that fight, whether it's one of the guys. It's one of I'm not gonna leave the 35 division without getting one of these guys on my resume, without putting them. And how I look at it now is like I put their head on a spike. That's how I'm collecting them.
Israel
So-
Weber in Oklahoma says, "Good day, champ. If you're still training, living in Arkansas area, I'm not too far away in Oklahoma, and we have an old barn converted into a gym. You're more than welcome to come and train in here. Regardless, next time."
Nah, man.
No, he says next
we-
time you come through Oklahoma, though, lunch is on him. So he's just offering you lunch.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Nah, you know, my whole thing, man. We only came out here just for COVID. Now that we kind of settled in a different way, we're gonna be going back to the West Coast, so that'll be good.
All right. We got Rue in the 504. New Orleans says, "Congrats on beating my guy and becoming the top dog at 135. So when are you making the move to 140?
The move I'll make to 140. Right now I'm just staying active, so at 35. But the move right after the winner of Josh Taylor Ramirez, I'm just waiting on those guys right now. Once they get that fight going and they announce the winner, I'll be right there on ringside and just be like, let's make the fight happen. Don't bitch out. Don't quit. Don't go to 147 and drop all the belts.
They gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
And I'll be honest with you. You asked us earlier too if we would want you to move up for 140 and go straight after those guys. I honestly wouldn't mind if you took a filler fight at 140. I always think it's smarter when a guy's moving up
Danny Garcia
to
did
feel
it.
how you're gonna move at 40. To feel what the shots take, like all that. So I wouldn't mind if you took a prelim fight.
Nah, man, that's the easy route. I don't like easy route.
That sucks.
I want to go back to back, undisputed, 135, 140, never been done before.
That would be history, bro.
And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about making history. I'm about doing a legacy. You heard?
Word.
I'm about making a legacy. At 23 years old, I got all the belts. That's a blessing. That's
Definitely.
a huge blessing,
Huge
man.
blessing.
And I only had 16 fights. These guys are already on their mid 20 fights. Wait till Teofimo gets to his mid 20s in my fights. It's gonna be a whole different story, man. Sky's the limit, man. I'm actually limitless. There's no limit to me, man. And I think that's what a lot of people fear, man. They don't know what I'm about to do next. A lot of people thought I was just gonna go into that fight pushing Loma and looking for the knockout. But a lot of people didn't know that I'm a boxer too. This is just some things, man. And we're only gonna get better and better and better. And I say it like this, man. You gotta get me now because in a couple years it'll be too late.
Let's go, champ.
Next one is from Brandon Maurice in Cincinnati that says, "Arnold Barboza versus Jose Cepeda. Who wins?"
That's a good fight, but I think I'm gonna go with Arnold.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Barboza.
Oops, sorry.
And
It's a good ass fight.
yeah, just because I think he has better solid shots in the body that he lands, so it helps him as long as he keeps that going.
James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas says, "Having fought Nakatani, do you feel he can be a serious threat to the current highly ranked fighters in the lightweight division?" So basically, do you think Nakatani could beat a top 5 lightweight?
Absolutely. I mean, look, Verdejo was on the verge of coming back again. We probably was gonna have a chance to fight each other at the Garden for Puerto Rican Day. Those were the plans. And he blew it, but it's not because he blew it. It's just Nakatani ain't no pushover. That's a fighter that actually comes out there and he gonna keep trying. He gonna keep pushing. And I do believe that Nakatani will give all these guys problems.
We
He gave Verdejo some problems.
True, that was. I'm happy to see Verdejo back training. I thought after that he might be a little bit, like mentally and emotionally not. Because that was like his third comeback already, you know what I'm saying? But he's still training, and he's with Memo Heredia now, so maybe he's trying to get his strength and conditioning up.
That was a tough one.
It ain't even. See, that's the problem, man. They switch trainers when they lose.
Well,
it ain't the trainer.
He's
It's
still
just
with
the fighter.
Salas. He's still with Salas. Herrera is a strength and condition coach. He's still with Ishmael Salas.
Wait, is that the Mexican?
Yeah.
Yes, he's the one who's with Marquez.
With the
when
hat.
they were making the Pacquiao fights.
They were talking about him being popped and all that.
Yes. He was part of the. Yeah.
He's been linked to that.
Good for him. Good for him. Good for him.
We got Jeff in Nova Scotia says, "Hey champ, do you see yourself fighting Jose Ramirez sometime in 2021?"
As long as he beats Josh Taylor, then absolutely. You know what I mean? I go after the glory. I go after all the belts. I was able to. I'm okay taking less at that time. I was okay with that. So yeah, man, absolutely. But now it comes to a point, man. Teofimo's like the new face of boxing on top of all the other ones that have been in the sport. So I'm very appreciative.
That's such a weird situation to me where it very well could be that, let's say, Taylor wins or even Ramirez
is punch drunk too.
You think so? He took a lot. He took a beat. He took a lot of punishment against Postal. But how crazy is it that you move up to fight the unified champion at 140 and you're the A side in there? You're much bigger, star than either of those guys. Well, in America, UK, I can't speak to Josh Taylor's stardom, but
Ramirez sells some tickets, brother.
He sells tickets definitely, but I mean, let's be real. Teofimo catches the headlines, everywhere.
Tio, did you watch the interview with Jose Ramirez and Snow Queen, where he was going in on you?
My man's was drunk though.
Yo, you think he was drunk? Yo, he was talking. Yeah. He was talking cash.
But if you look at it, look at the eyes, bro. I'm gonna hit a child with the Scarface. The eyes, Chico, they don't lie. They don't lie, yo. They don't lie. Come on,
the eyes, Chico. They never lie.
They never lie. It's facts, though, man. All that shit that he was talking, he was scared saying it. He was like, oh man, but you're a good fighter, I know I could beat him. I know I could beat him. Man, say it with your chest, yo. If you gonna say it, mean that shit. Mean that shit, you heard? That's how I am, man. If I am gonna talk my shit, I mean that shit. That's how I am.
He was making it seem like you too small. That's what he kept insinuating, like, we're big up here. We're big up here.
But wait, y'all didn't catch the point where he says, but I'm gonna move up to 147 soon.
I seen that.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
But what you think? I mean, but Tio, what's bigger for him? What's bigger for him, though?
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. One thing I love about fighting, man, is because I go and I look at them, and I look at them, and it's like I look deep in their soul, and I'm like, man, I'm collecting your soul. I eat that shit.
Song,
like, come here.
Shit.
He
I do some fatality shit. I do some fatality on these mans, man. I love that shit though, man. I love boxing, man. I love the sport. I hope that they don't. I hope these fucking promoters and I'm speaking out for all the youth, man. Boxing won't be the same if they don't have champions and the championship belts out. I hear Eddie Hearns talking about, we make sacrifices and this and that. Shut your shit up, man. Ain't no promoter out there actually taking the cuts and the bruises, man. Get out of here, man.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
We're the ones that do that. We're the ones that go out there and we fight, man. These promoters, they say that they do this, they do that. They need us just as much as whatever we need from them. But in reality, man, it's just, man, I just hope that they don't do nothing stupid. You know what I mean? With the belts, they don't do nothing stupid with the belts, man. Because then that'll be the day. That'll be the day.
Few more questions from the people. We got Eddie Bola de Grasa Navares, who says, who is your all-time favorite fighter from Central American boxer?
Ooh, okay. I got two in mind. When every time they mention it, it's always a main two for me. Is Roberto Duran and Alexis Arguello.
Nice.
My main two.
Very nice.
Always my main two. Yeah.
Let's go, champ.
Right.
David
That was
Maldonado.
my main two.
Yeah, Roberto Duran is huge.
We got David Maldonado in New York City says, congrats on the win against Loma. Only A-level Latinos in boxing is you and Canelo. Yourself along with Danny Garcia and Tevin Farmer are my 3 favorite fighters that I root for today. My question is this. I noticed that you have no problem bringing in outside trainers, which is a sign that you are willing to learn more. Is infighting skills something that you look to improve on? Like fighting on the inside.
It's always something. It's not really who I bring into my camp. It's more so what me and my father tend to do in and out of it all, from when we fight and we doing things, and who we fight. I'm all about learning because there's no such thing as everything. I don't know everything, you heard? And I'm still learning. I'm still a baby doing this. It's just that I'm a strong baby doing it. You know what I mean? That's
Bam his way through this shit.
Yeah, I bam my way, and that's all it is, man. But absolutely, if you don't learn something new every day, then you're not living. You know what I mean? And that's what we all about. We about learning something new, because that's why I face these type of fighters, and I love competition because I know I'm gonna grab something from it. Fighting Loma, I just learned like 2-3 more things that I'm gonna add in my arsenal for the next one, and that just made me from level 9 to a level 20, just like that.
He
Love
was
that.
Super Saiyan 3.
Tio, on the same subject, can you just tell us anything, I guess, that stuck out about your time with Joey Gamach and training with him?
My time with Joey Gamage, man, it was well good. It was real good, you know what I mean? The guy knows what he's doing in some areas, man. Me and my father, as long as he was respectful to what my dad's position was, it was a good camp, and that's what it turned out to be, man. It was a real successful camp. Joey Gamage is a good man. There's still some things that he may not know, or that he's still trying to adapt with us, but that's part of the process. We've only had him for 2 camps, 2 fights, but everything, it's all been good. It's all been good, man. I'm very happy with what I've had and what I've experienced with Joey Gamage, and we see what happens from there on.
All right, we got Victor Banuelos, who says, from Tijuana, California, what's up, champ? In your opinion, who has had a more respectable career, Gennady Golovkin or Sean Porter, and why?
Shoot, I gotta say, man, I probably give it to Sean Porter. And why? I mean, he's fought the guys at 147. He's fought the tough guys, man. And that's everyone. So I gotta give it to Sean, man. That's a true champion right there. A true champion right there. So I give him all my respect on that. But Sean had a funny feeling about the Loma fight. I think when I went on his podcast, his guys were rooting for Loma. And I felt like he was trying to be in a medium, he was just trying to find that medium. But ever since, they haven't invited me, man. I think they got back. I got to call Sean, man. I got his numbers. I'm going to call him after that. I'm like, yo, Sean, what happened? I thought
happened?
They must have lost a little too much money on that one.
We got John, that one white boy in Texas, who says, we had Teofimo Sr. on and we had Bill Haney on the other day, and I wish your dad could have got more out of his mouth. But what he did say caught my attention. You have been grinding all your life for this. The money needs to be right. Is it money you seek now or legacy? Both? Why can't we get the Devin fight made this year? The best fighting the best.
Oh, you guys will get the fight this year. As long as Devin fights somebody that's solitary, that's actually, like, it's a good solid win. Not someone like Gamboa. Then yeah, there's a fight that's gonna be going. That's definitely a fight that's gonna be made. Since they still running their mouth, he's on my radar. He is on my radar. And like
I mean, he's dead.
But like I said, it's all about the legacy. A lot of people they don't understand, man. When you become a world champion, all that comes, all of that, the money, all that shit comes, and that's all it is, man. It's not about the money for me, so to speak. but obviously I got to get paid, man. Especially times like these, like COVID.
You have to.
Absolutely,
Got
man.
to. I got a family feed, and I got people that I got to take care of, as for cancer, asthma, and all those that I seek out to do. But I can't do that with the type of money that I've been getting. You know what I mean? So of course I got to think about all that, because I ain't thinking about just taking all the riches to myself. I'm thinking about giving back to everybody that actually needs it. Shit, people that actually need it more than me.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about, man. So that's why I say
Beautiful.
when it comes to, it's all about being the people's champion for everyone else out there. I'm already Tuesday. I'm gonna be talking with one of the foundations for asthma.
Oh, that's
speaking to the
awesome.
kids and donating to them. And I don't need nobody to record it. I tell them, listen, if you guys want to use my face for that, go ahead. But I'm not gonna put it on my social media, because what I do good doesn't need to be shown out for everybody. What I do good, only God will see, and everybody else and the kids, and that'll be it for me. I don't need a because if you're gonna do a good deed, don't bring a cameraman to show a good deed. Just do it out of your generosity. That's what I'll take and tell everybody. I'll put my 2 cents in, whatever people want to take from it. But that's how I'm living my life, and that's what I plan out to do. So when I do get 5 million, 10 million, I'm shooting for those numbers. So that way I could be able to have the money and the financial part to take care of the ones that actually really, really need it, man. People that really need it more than I do. And that's what that's what I'm about, man. And what happens with that, man, I know I'm the best what I do. So I'm not gonna worry about what happens in the ring. I ain't worried about that.
That's a beautiful
Steve,
sentiment.
That's
Beautiful
noble, champ.
sentiment.
Steve in Chicago that says, thanks for coming on the show, champ. Are you moving up to 140 after the Cambosos fight? And
No.
He already.
who wins Taylor Ramirez?
Good question.
Who wins Taylor Ramirez? The fans, man. Teofimo wins. I win, man, because then they finally fight, and then the winner becomes undisputed, and then I go and I shoot my way up there, and I get all the belts. I collect them. That's all. So I win. I don't care who wins in that fight, really, because they both talking shit, so it helps me. It helps me more than anything.
Jordan Baker in Florida says, with all the disrespect coming from Bob, have you considered trying to get out of that contract? 2021 Teofimo Promotions, maybe? Where did your dad get the name Teofimo?
All right, with the Bob situation, no comment. With the whole with my
No
name
comment.
and Teofimo, with the whole thing with my name, it actually generated back to my grandfather. My grandfather, he was from Spain, and the name, I think I'm like the fourth. I think I'm the fourth Teofimo, and so I'm the last one holding this name right now. And Teofimo comes from pretty much back then, man. From, I think the most I could backtrack to my name was 1916, and that was my grandfather. But I think my great grandfather was also Teofimo as well. And my grandfather, he owned a little rice company at that time, and was very successful in that. You know, made a lot of money. He made good money. You know, and my father was well off. But yeah, man, that's where from Rasuelos Alvila. That's where it's a small town, and I think it was in Madrid.
Wow.
I believe. Yeah.
Intrigued the Incredible in Atlanta says, do you think based on the accomplishments of the former world champions Sean Porter and Keith Thurman that receiving a $1 million offer to fight Terrence Crawford is a reasonable or a disrespectful offer? Need me to read that again?
Oh. No, I'm just trying to think who would not. It's a disrespect to Sean Porter. Keith Thurman, that's the guy I'm a little like 50-50 with.
Oh no, not my guy. He's like, yo, I'm not messing with Keith. Nobody like Keith no more, man. Keith, we
no,
know
it ain't. No, it ain't about nobody liking Keith. It's not that I don't like Keith. I'm just trying to figure out, man. He's been off the grid, bro. He's been mad off the grid since the Pacquiao fight. So I'm just like, maybe $1 million would do him well. You know what I mean? But I don't think Sean Porter, not at all, man. Not at all. But I think that is a sign of disrespect for both guys. To be real, yeah, to be real. Because actually, you know, be real with y'all, you don't go home with $1 million. You go home with $500,000. You know, you go home with half. If not, you go home with like maybe with 30% of your money. Hey, kid you not though. For the Loma fight, Loma won. He took 70% of the cut. I only took 30.
What?
Yeah, man, that's how it is. What? Listen, Floyd Mayweather took 30%.
And since we have the Muhammad Ali Act, we're able to see everything and all that, man. And woo, boy, and that brought some fire in me, man. Seeing all that shit, and when I knew, but hey, man, it is what it is.
I mean, listen, feel special, Tio. Floyd took 30% versus Oscar, man, and then his life changed. You know what I mean? And so is yours now. You know.
It's all about, but you know, it's all about taking risks.
Yeah.
That's all it is, man. That's how you live life, man. You take those risks. You know, if you want to jump out of a plane with a parachute and all that, that's a risk you're taking. You're risking your life.
I mean, for you,
man,
that means
you living.
For you, it's more of a calculated risk because, you know, this is something, like you said, you've been doing all your life. So it was a calculated risk because you're trained for this. But do you have more time? Because you've been with us for an hour. In 2 more minutes, it'll be an hour. So I don't want to, you know, if you're good. But if not, we got a few more questions from the people if you still have time.
Yeah, go ahead. Come.
All right.
I'm good with y'all.
We got King Amin in Essex, New Jersey says, peace, champ. Do you see yourself finishing your career at welterweight? And if so, how soon could that be?
Probably see myself finishing at super welterweight.
54.
54.
Yeah, 54. And you know, how you know, I plan on, man, I give myself maybe, you know, who knows, man? I just go off of what God gives me, man. That's really what I do, man. Whenever my body tells me it's time to release it, you know, to hang it up, that's pretty much God telling me it's time. You know what I mean? So in the meantime, I'm just working my ass off till then. You know, I'm working my ass off, collecting what I can, get as much from the sport, and use it for good deeds and do good things with it.
Oh, I love this.
How long? I mean, at 147, I say like in the next 2-3 years, maybe in 2 years, probably like in 2 years. Who knows? Maybe next year.
All right.
Ain't really. There are not too many big names at 140, so that's what will probably make me go to 147.
Next one is from 40 Thief. This is actually a good one. He says, all the music streaming services crashed and Thanos snapped any music collections you have. What are the first 3 albums you're buying for the new music collection? So whatever you ever had is gone. When you get back, what would you get? The first 3 albums.
Well, my guys that I do like, man. So I would definitely get J. Cole. Any of those albums I really enjoyed. Not his last 2 though. Who else I could think of? Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep is one of my favorites. Nice. And then I gotta go with Biggie. After that, any album from Biggie, yo.
Too many hits not to have Biggie.
Biggie. Too many hits. Too many.
Big Casual says, what's up, champ? Once you move up to 140, do you plan on taking a tune-up first to get used to the division or challenging Taylor? You answered that already. He said no tune-ups, guys. We got Ken in Haiti who says, Brooklyn, what's good, Tio? What really happened when you and Devin spar? Who got the best out of one another? Did y'all spar?
You know, yeah, we sparred twice. We sparred twice. It's just funny. I love it, man.
How old were you?
I was probably like 19. Who knows? Okay. It was 19 or it was 20. I was either 19 or 20 at the time. It was in Vegas, obviously. We sparred at this one place the first time. I think it was like Fight Club or something, Fight something in Vegas that they got. And then the second time we fought at Mayweather's. And the first time, oh my goodness, it was so annoying. Very annoying. And the second one almost ended up being the same thing. And it was just Devin throwing jabs and just talking the whole time and moving on his back foot, and his dad trying to motivate him. Toasty! But I don't need to get into all the details. It's just funny, man. Oh, man. I told my dad, I was like, watch this. Oh, boy, that was bad. That was bad. I hit
Yo,
him with a mean ass. I hit him with a mean ass uppercut, and that was it. He just whoop, down. I hit him after that with like a 20 piece. Oh man, it's all good. It's all good. I can't wait because
Wait,
it's all good.
you hit him with a
Like,
20 piece?
because it's definitely now to a point where it's different now. It's not 16 ounces. It's gonna be 8 ounces. It's not headgear. It's without headgear. So I can't wait when that time comes.
Teddy B in the Midwest says, if you could compare yourself to one fighter in the past, who would it be?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
If you can compare yourself to one fighter from the past, who would it be?
Nobody.
Good answer.
Nobody. I'm unique, bro. Come in different ways.
the first Teofimo in boxing.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be interesting. Carlito in the UK says, "What's good, Tio? Your comments about Wilder being a bitch seem to wind up a small group of his fans. Do you regret saying it? Also, do you follow football, soccer? We had a few Hondurans in the UK kicking ball. I don't know what that is.
Wilson Palacios.
Okay, Wilson Palacio and Manor.
Minor Figueroa.
Love from London, champ. So, yeah. Do you regret your Wilder comments?
No, I don't regret it. I said what I said. You know what I mean? And it wasn't... I don't need to explain myself about it. He'll take it the way he has to take it. You know what I mean? He's a grown-ass man. He'll take it if he thinks that I was disrespecting his manhood, then so be it. But, no, I don't regret it.
Eric Cruz in Texas says, "Yo, Tio, from another Central American brother, I wanted to say congrats on a huge win. My question is, what was harder for you to learn when you started boxing, footwork or punch placement?" Good question.
Footwork is always key. If you're going to go into do boxing, learn footwork first. That's why I didn't have a problem with Loma. I don't have problems with these guys. Footwork is the main thing in boxing. Footwork is the main thing in all sports. You don't got the coordinates. If you don't have that footwork and where you're at, then everything else falls, because everything starts from our legs. Everything, this is our foundation. So if you know what you're doing, especially when it comes to basketball, when they're traveling, all those things play a role. It's all about the feet. So with boxing, it's the footwork. That was the hardest part, and I learned that. And I still, to this day, I still do my drills like I did when I was younger.
I was just about to say, what drills? Can you give out one?
I like to do it when I'm in the ring, and I like to show the young ones, because it's a lot of people want to know how we do it. There's side to side. We got one that we call Dantaran. These all were actually learned from Milton LaCroix, who's actually training Jake Paul or Logan Paul, whichever one of those. And so I've learned. He actually taught me the footwork, and then after that, I just started taking that over. After that.
Yeah,
Right.
the reason he asked, because we do this thing, Border Wars, and guys like myself who've never boxed but love the sport get a chance late in life to try it. So I actually fight March 13th. We got another event. My co-host Francis is fighting as well. Eric Cruz, who asked you the question, has competed at several of them. So it's kind of like a bowling league, right? But it's boxing. Okay. So it's like the same kind of concept. You feel me?
The whole thing, if you want to learn, it's not about, because everybody, when they go into boxing, they want to fight or punch, and they want to know how to move their head and stuff.
Yes.
And it's like the first things, but that's where everybody gets stuck on. But you got to work on your feet first, because there's always going to be a fighter that's stronger than you. There's going to be a fighter that's faster than you. There's going to be a fighter that's better than you in some things. But if you know what you're doing in the ring, and you know how to use your legs, you can get yourself out of certain things. So it's always footwork. That has saved me in many situations. I fought tough ass guys. I just kept coming forward, but if I didn't know how to move my legs, shoot, who knows what had happened? Maybe Teofimo wouldn't have been here. You know what I mean? So you gotta have all that. You have to have everything set. I have like a file for every fighter that I'm gonna face. I have a whole file, and that helped me through the amateurs, and the Olympics and so on and so forth. So, and we only getting better. Lomachenko, he helped me a lot. Kid you not, he helped me a lot to get better.
Boston Jared, obviously in Boston, says, what's your thoughts on Josh Taylor's comments about you moving up and fighting?
What about it? What about it?
I don't know. I guess he thought you might have heard it and wanted your direct response.
It's funny, man. It's funny. It's funny. That's all. I think it's funny, man. I like the pressure, man. If you're gonna talk your shit, be ready, because Teofimo gonna come back with something.
Sam in the UK says, thanks for coming on the show. Taking away belts, money, and weight, who will be your perfect opponent? Good question.
I don't think there's a perfect opponent, then that'll be me, because then that's my perfect opponent, because only I know how to beat myself. See what I did there? Maybe a good fight, a real good solitary fight would be me and Tank. I think so. I think it'll be a good fight. I think it'll be a good fight for everybody, because that's the type of fight that people think that it's a 50-50, and I love fights that are like that. Same thing that happened with Comey. Everybody thought it was a 50-50. This time around with Loma, it was more like, 80-20. But I love the odds when it's against me, because it's always in my favor.
Last one is from George Foster, who says, what did you make of Ryan's performance versus Luke Campbell?
I didn't see it. However, I what I do is when these guys end up fighting, I'm always keeping tabs on social media. That's how, because everybody always throws updates. Oh, round 1, how did this go? Round 2, and then they post videos. So when I saw that he got dropped, I was like, oh damn. I was like, well, yep, I saw that coming. And then, but to see him come back and bounce back the way he did, good job for him. Again, kudos to him. Kudos to that kid for doing that. It shows that he still wants it. That's good.
All right, you still got time, because we got live questions coming.
I don't know if you guys want to kick me out. You guys got the chance right now.
Nah,
Champ,
you always welcome.
We got Coach Rivera in Boston says, hey, Tio, if the belts are fake. No, yeah. Okay. So, hey, Tio, if the belts are fake or if they are punch drunk, like you said, fight them. They are popular. They bring the money. Shut them up. Don't keep them talking the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. But I'm going to be like I said, I'm going to be a dick, because why is it that Teofimo got to be the only one to fight his way to the top? Why? A lot of people don't know. Some of these guys even bought their followers to get to where they at. So there's a lot of shit, There's a lot. But hey, but don't worry, it's gonna happen. Those guys have a bright future. We all got a bright future. We're still young. We in our 20s. You heard? Mm-hmm. Like those fights can even happen at 140. Who knows? They went up to my weight class, ladies and gentlemen. They went up to my weight class. I've been at this weight class for 7 years. I fought since I've been pro at 35. They were fighting at 30. They were fighting around that time and that weight. So it's all about, man. The time will come, man. Trust me. It's just, I can't beat all of them at once. I can't fight all of them at once. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't have that. I don't have that where, hey, I can fight you in the morning and I fight you at night. This ain't the amateurs no more. It's just gonna take time. It's a process. Y'all gonna see it. You guys are gonna see it, but stop being impatient, man. Go find other sports to look at. Fuck.
We got Texas Bulldog Boxing says Lopez unified, not undisputed. And I say that as a Lopez fan. My family are from Central America as well.
That's how I know he ain't a Lopez fan.
Yo, we got Twin in Florida who says, Tio, in the Loma fight, I was most impressed with the 12th round. What was said in your corner, or did you say to yourself to take that round the way you did?
The whole time was like, I want to knock him out. Now that I got him where I need him, now is my chance. And oh my gosh, man, that fucking ref, yo, pisses me off. pisses me off. I hurt him so bad. Loma started going in his back foot, and I was gonna stop him, and the ref stopped it because I got cut. And I was like, and I told my corner, I was like, yo, what's the time? What's the time? I need to know. He's on his way out. I'm about to stop him. He's about to take a knee. Oh man, it is what it is, though, man. There's nothing I can do now. You know, the fight's over. I won. I'm just, I'm the type of fighter, man. If I got it in me always. I thought I was in the 10th round when it was the last round too. They told me this is the final round. Yeah, because I gave him my zone, man. I started zoning the fuck out.
No, you're not the first one that said that.
I zoned out to where I thought we were in the 10th, and then they were telling me, no, it's the last round. What the you doing? And he's like, just keep boxing, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, oh shoot, nah, I'm gonna go all out. Nah, this is the last round. What you mean? This is my point where I could just drop this fool, and it is what it is, man. But you learn from it. That's all. But it goes to show, man, that you ain't safe. No matter what round you in with me, you're not safe.
We got Madbent 100 in Kansas City that says, when is the Teofimo merch coming?
Teofimo, champ.
Teofimo. I should, man. Hey, it come out soon, man. I'm gonna talk to my guys from Fit Warrior brand, man. Shout out to my guys. Shout out to Fernando, man. And but you definitely get the merch now from Undisputed, man. Especially my guy that said that, you know, I'm not and I'm ununified. Definitely get a shirt. If anything, I'll buy one for you and I'll give it to you.
Damn. Yo, so if I say you gonna buy me a shirt, no, I'm playing.
Yeah, what's your size? What's your size, man? Easy.
I mean, I'm a large right now, you know.
You're a large.
No, I'm playing. I'm giving you. No, I ain't gonna take. I'll pay for it.
Yo,
I'll rather pay for it. I like to support the people that I support. You know what I'm saying?
That bring us the
if anybody
entertainment
you want to get your shirts, you want to get your hoodies, all that, go on the promo code. I believe it's either Takeover or it's Teofimo. You put on the promo code, I think it gives you about 50% off or something like that. So,
damn, 50.
Oh, that's dope.
If it's 50, count me in. 50%. I want some of that. We got Edwin Solano with the last question. Says, Tio, congrats and thanks for coming on, representing Centro America. Thanks for putting us in high regards. Did Tyson teach you any of his combinations?
No, Tyson didn't give me anything. That was something that he was taught by Customato. I think Customado's birthday is today, so let's give a happy birthday to him alongside with Muhammad Ali. Happy birthday to the greatest of all time. That's Muhammad Ali, the GOAT. What I can say is he just gave me his advice on some things, and we talked. We had that sit down talk, you know, and hopefully they put it up. I don't know. They haven't put it up yet. They said they were going to put it up on Friday. They haven't, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's taking so long. But yeah, man, when you guys have that, when you guys go on the podcast, you guys will see it themselves once they post it, man. It was good talks, real good talks. And my father was smoking weed with him too, so it was cool.
Oh, word! That's what's up.
That's what's up.
I told my dad, I was like, man, you better not pass that. I was like, shoot, if there wasn't so, man, I was like, shoot, I would have smoked with Mike too if that was the time, man. But I know I can't, you know, that's a no-no. But I was like, man, you can't miss that, Dad. I was like, you better do it for me. Go smoke with Mike. So they sat down. They started smoking. They started bullshitting, talking about, you know, because my dad was like 30 years in Brooklyn, so he was talking about all the stuff, man. And it was beautiful, man. It was just a great experience. My dad was high as a kite, yo.
It's like if Snoop Dogg passed it to you. If Snoop passed it to you, you can't turn that down. You got to take that.
Hey, Tio, we got two more from our YouTube family, man. If you still got time, we got one from Steve in Chicago.
I read those. I read them all of those.
Oh, you read the YouTube one?
Said the Steve one for sure.
Let's go, champ. No man left behind.
I did everything. All
right, so before Tio get out of here, I'm gonna let you know, man. All these guys know I like to keep the same energy. Like I said, I'm a Teofimo Lopez fan, and I've told everybody, you know what? I believe that you got the titles, Gervonta Davis got the bag. So all roads to me leads to Gervonta Tank Davis at 130 and 135. That's my personal opinion. So when you said that it's a 50-55 and that would be the dream matchup with Tank Davis, now I know for sure, you know what I'm saying, that the road leads there. Now, at the same time, You talked about Kambosos and whatnot. I want you to fight Devin for the people because we're going to see skill against skill. You're going to whitewash Kambosos, man. That's a fact. You're going to make a bag and knock him over like a ball. Hey, let me finish my thought. Hold on, quick. Let me get my I sat here patiently. Let me get my shit out because these guys are up here saying that, oh, you pussy because Teo was here and you didn't talk your talk. I'm going to look at Teo because, like I said, I'm a Teo fan. I'm going to let you know how I feel. You can tell me how you feel. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want you to fight Devin Haney. Because skill is skill. The people want to see the best fighting the best. And I believe that y'all young fighters coming up are the best. I don't know Kambosos. And a lot of people say he fought who he fought. And I seen him fight Selby. But forget about that. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, a guy from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, who reps a different background, Honduras, you know what I'm saying, try to fight another American, Devin Haney, coming from the Bay, who's now in Vegas. That's the fight that the people want to see. Right, and that's why they keep clamoring for that fight. And I know that you fought tough fights after tough fight, so you're due to fight, you know what I mean, a soft touch, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? With no disrespect to no fighter, because you can't disrespect anybody that get between the rows. But that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Respect to you, all love. Keep doing what you're doing. You already know from Canada, Francis is a fan. You dig?
Yo, Teo, what's up, my brother?
Oh, look who jumped on.
I'm late. My last name is Lopez, Enrique Lopez, right? Boom. So we know boxing's very cultural, right?
Yo, you look like a singer. You look like a reggaeton rapper.
He's actually a big time director.
Yo, he signing for me right now.
I was driving home real fast.
ThaBoxingvoice,
Y'all driving home real fast because I wanted to ask you. I wanted to make sure I speak to you. Congratulations, first of all, for being undisputed and posing with all the belts, looking fly to death.
Check this shit out, man. I just got the Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year belt. They just gave me.
Oh, word?
Oh, some new swag?
I got more swag, yo.
That's what's up.
Yo, where are you right now? That does not look like Brooklyn. Oh, we lost.
No.
He's in
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oh, you in Arkansas?
Hey, he gotta stay away from the COVID, baby.
I feel you.
No, I'm going back to the West, though. I'm going back to the West Coast.
This is unpackaging. This is
unpackaging right here on the Boxing Boy.
Unboxing live.
So he got the bag for real. All right, he got the bag for real.
Canvas bag. Open that up.
Oh shit, that's fly.
Flyness.
Oh, I want that bag.
Hold on, I got y'all. Let me
Go ahead.
So hold up, that's the Ring Magazine. He's about to unveil the Ring Magazine belt.
I just got. So I'm like, man, what the hell they sending me? I'm like, what the hell they sending me? But they just sent me another for Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year, man. So
because they didn't even tell you, you just got it in the mail.
Yeah, I just got another belt. They ain't tell me nothing. They surprised the brother.
Oh, that looks heavy.
That's beautiful.
Oh, let me hold up.
That looks heavy.
Let me put y'all. Hold up. Okay.
Not for nothing, the Ring Magazine belt, the flyest belt of them all. Before the WBC in aesthetics, for me, aesthetically, the Ring Magazine belt is the flyest.
But it's the most prestigious. It's the most. The Ring Magazine is the most prestigious belt. No one guesses. No one.
Oh wait. Before WBC, you would say that it is the most prestigious?
Yeah, because it represents the number one.
WBC, look, I'll tell you like this. WBC, since everybody wants to know what's going on with these belts, WBC is your money belt. Ring Magazine is your prestigious belt. You got the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF. Those are your belts. Those are your world title belts. You know, but.
So you must be happy. This is like bigger than.
Oh snap! That's nice right there, man.
They put my God bless. Let me hold on. I'm gonna show you.
That's fly.
I get in there right. I just got it today, man. So it's beautiful, man. I'm blessed, man.
Yeah,
thankfully,
God bless, man. Amen.
It goes to show you hard work pays off. You heard?
Yeah, definitely.
Years of hard work.
Oh. Look at this. Right
yo,
there, let me see.
You know what's crazy, right? Pharrell Williams. The producer, they were like, yo, you dope, you fly. And he was like, his response to all of that, and I think you should take this
not focusing
and be like, yo, God gave me the job, and that's what you got. Yo, that's
there we go.
Yeah, it focused up. It focused there for us.
Nah, I think he got the blur background on.
Yeah, I got that blur. Let me change that real quick.
Yeah, take that off.
Yeah, I gotta take this off.
Once you take it off.
Teofimo, Enrique's actually from Brooklyn as well.
This is my wife's car, man.
Is it? It's
Yeah,
dope,
maybe.
bro.
That's his
It's a
other
2020.
car. That ain't even his car. That's the other one.
Hey, Tio, when the house
LED
finished,
and all that, man.
Tio, aren't you
Alright.
building? I think you were talking to say you were building a house, a new house. Is the house almost finished?
Yo, look at that belt.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Fighter of the year, 2020.
Beautiful.
That's the OG belt right there, champ.
Yo, look at that
So they
face
gave.
plate.
I didn't know they give you another one when you're fighter of the year for Ring Magazine. So
Nah, that
You
might
gotta
be
take
new
over,
because how
baby.
you made it look. You made it look. Let me ask you a question though, right?
Oh, it's double strap. That's
This is
nice.
the question that I was texting my pre-pro group. I was like, damn, I know. And Bill Haney was on the show, and I was like, ask Bill Haney, does he watch the Teofimo versus Loma fight to get lessons? You think you make the most mistakes in that fight, and that's the fight that most fighters are going to watch to criticize you?
which fight?
The Loma fight, you and Loma. You think that's the
No.
fight that they're watching the most to criticize you? I think so. No? You made mistakes in other fights?
I don't make mistakes, man.
Yeah, make mistakes, but they are saying things about you on the Loma fight. But you won that clearly in my eyes. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this off the top.
They all say what they gotta say just because people gotta talk. They don't like to see you just keep winning. You heard?
Right.
No, there was some things. Obviously, it's different, man. These guys, they can't fight. My thing is like, fight without a crowd and see how you act. See how you really are. I go off the crowd. So for me, that not having a crowd and everything,
It's hard.
kind of made it feel like it's hard because it makes it feel like a sparring session.
Right.
Almost. And I noticed that in the 8th round. No, not even the 8th round. More like the 9th to the 11th. That's when I knew. I was like, oh shit, I'm back on my sparring bullshit. I was like, fuck. It was like, I can't be on that. This is a real fight.
Yeah.
So that's when the 12th round came, I snapped out of it. But I thought we was in the 10th. Shit happens though. It's not easy though. I'll give you that, man. I strive the whole thing. Why I do what I do and why we're talking about Australia and all that. Because if it's 50,000 fans, bro, that's 50,000 people that's 50,000 energies that I'm feeding off.
Right.
That I love because I feed off the energy.
So you want it. You want it in Australia.
I want it wherever the fans could be at. That's all.
Hey, yo, real quick. What was your take on Ryan Garcia's performance against Luke Campbell, if you don't mind me asking?
I think
We asked him that already.
Okay, cool.
He didn't watch it.
He said he came back. But
Okay.
Tio, here goes a real question. Right? They naming social media is naming 4 kings, right? You're one of them. Obviously, Devin Haney, Tank, and who else? Who's
Ryan,
the other king?
Ryan.
So is Ryan? We see the belt.
They don't got this one, coach. They don't got this one.
So who you think is the weakest link of them? Who's the weakest link?
This one up.
Yo, who you think is the weakest link of the 4 kings? If you want to answer that.
All of them, because you know why? They don't got this one, you heard? Beat me, then you could get it. Then you could be the king. Ain't no fucking 4 kings. Get out of here with that shit. There's only be 1 king. And that's Teofimo.
Hey, Tio.
Said it's Highlander. There can be
Tio,
only one
in
champ.
retrospect.
You don't see it? Come on, guys. Y'all don't see it? Come on, be on this side. Be on this side, because this is the side that's really going to be winning. You don't see it? They gotta, they got to be putting the kings in there because they know Teofimo's the real king. He's the rightful king. But they got to put the 4 kings. They got to do all that shit.
Oh, they got to hate. They got to keep it going.
They gotta throw it. They gotta stick it in. But you know what Teofimo's gonna do? I'm gonna fuck him without the Vaseline. You heard?
Oh! Just stealing
Without
the
Vaseline.
Shit, shout out to
that.
Can't win.
Damn. You made me
Tio,
lose my
man,
thought.
Y'all ain't hype. Y'all ain't ready for 2021. Come on, man.
Man, we
It's
ready.
It's a
We ready.
takeover.
It's the takeover.
Suck up. Yeah. That's that. Hey, what's up? Look at
Yo,
it. It's on. Hey,
now that you hype,
look,
what's the relationship?
Oh, I'm hype, man. This is the closest that they'll ever get to a belt like this.
That's flyness.
The closest.
So you plan to
But
win
you know
that
what?
every year, huh?
But hey, I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this rightfully so without the co. Ain't no co-fighter of the year. It's fighter of the year 2021. It's all love, man. Hey, I guarantee you though. Hey, I'm 23. I'm in, and I'm 2 fights away to make 8 figures from that point on. It's a blessing that I can never thank anyone else but God. Cause man, that is beautiful.
Well, yo, God gave you that job, my bro. Yo,
God gave me a blessing, but my blessing is not to just win all the riches. Like I was telling everybody earlier, God gave me this blessing so I could bless others out there that really in need.
Right, you
That's all it is.
Teach.
That's all it is, man. That's why I said, man. You know, they say the love of the money is the root of all evil and all that stuff, man. Hey,
Actually, no money is the root of all evil.
It's not. It ain't. It's all about, look, man, you get an opportunity, you know, to do good with it or to do bad with it. It's your decision. It's your life. God gives you that chance right there. You know what I mean? And all I can say is this, man. To take over the new generation, it's all about, hey, man, all I want to put out as a prime example is live your life. Don't live life for others. Live the life that you want to live. I got married at 21. So what? I'm 23 now. I'm happily married. I'm good. You know what I mean? I live my life the way I want to. I'm living it my way, like Frank Sinatra said.
I see
Mickey
that.
Blue Eyes.
And I follow you. I follow you on Twitter, and I see all your inspirational tweets, man. It works. It works for me in the morning. Motivates me. But yo, what's your relationship?
Okay,
with,
hold on a second.
with Shakur? I want to throw the name Shakur Stevenson out because
I'm glad you brought that up. Hey, Tio, did you see Buddy McGirt? Did you see the Buddy
they talking
McGirt
about
interview?
Shakur Stevenson and Buddy McGirt and Teofimo in the mix. What were your thoughts on that?
Did you see any of that or no? Did you
He
see how,
said you
how
knock him
upset
out in
Shakur
6 or
got?
7 rounds.
Hey, that's Buddy McGirt. You know what I mean?
But did you
That's
see?
whatever. Everybody got their own. Everybody got their own things. You know what I mean? Hey, that's between Shakur and Buddy McGirt. They just put my name in the mix. That's all.
Ain't got nothing to do with you, right?
But what about Shakur's reaction to McGirt's statements, though? He was very upset that McGirt would believe that you would knock out Stevenson in 6 or 7.
Ain't got nothing to do with him.
That's his opinion.
Is that a fight?
Well, he was also mad because he said he was protected.
Everybody got their own wrong opinion. You know what I mean?
Wrong or right? But so you saying McGirt was wrong?
So do you feel like that's a fight that could happen in the future, or would you always be 2 divisions away? Right now he's at 30, you're at 35, but you're planning obviously to go to 40. Do you think maybe you guys will catch each other?
Who knows? Only time will tell. The only time will tell how much he could grow up, how much he could build up to be. And the same thing as me, man. If that time comes, it comes. You know, and then we can really talk about me and Shakur. But till then, he's doing his part. He calling out who he needs to call out. I'm calling out who I need to call out. We just doing that. We chasing greatness.
Y'all never sparred?
Me and Shakur, we talk about we the leaders of the new generation. But if the leaders got to fight each other to make it to where that, then so be it. But till then, we just leading the way for everybody else.
So what's the biggest fight right now?
Have you ever sparred him? Because he sparred, know, Crawford and Haney.
No, yeah, me and Shakur, we sparred we only did 3 rounds though.
Oh.
How
long ago? How old were you? How old were you?
It was more so of just jabs and just more technical. But that was really it. It wasn't really real work, solid work. It was just 3 rounds. You can't really do much with 3 rounds of sparring.
Sound like warm up.
How old were you?
It's more of a warm up. I think this was before the Olympics, so I was probably 7. I was 18, almost 19. Shakur was around the same age. He was in Miami. Yeah.
Long time ago. Go ahead, Kawazu. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Tio, what's the biggest fight? What's your dream fight? What's your big fight? And then that's it. You don't care about boxing no more. Out of the 4 kings or about whoever's out there.
Me and Muhammad Ali.
Damn, that's a good answer though. Today's his birthday, by the way.
Nah, we said that.
Yeah.
What about Pacquiao? I mean, Ryan is calling out Pacquiao. Everybody likes to call out Pacquiao. Do you think that is realistic?
The reason why I said Muhammad Ali is because I'm never gonna give up on boxing. I love it too much, man.
Okay.
I just love it. I got that flame. I got that fire. I just can't. Ain't no really big fight. It's just good fights, real good fights.
I mean, the conversation right now is the 4 kings, as they call it, and you're one of them.
Why you trying my crown right now?
I'm just trying to say, I know you want to throw. I know you want to throw.
I don't care about that shit. Man.
I know, but you know what? My Twitter, as I like to say, my timeline, they talking about Ryan. They're talking about Tank. They're talking about Teofimo. And I just keep forgetting that 4th name, man. Who's that 4th name?
Devin, man.
Devin Haney.
That's right, bow, sucker.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn. Does Tio say, yo, I go through all of them? Like, do you say I'm walking through all of them? None of them is hard. Like, what's the deal when you had with that?
You missed it. He said Tank is the fight. out of those
Oh,
names.
Tank is the exclamation mark. I got you.
Not the
Well, Tank is
exclamation.
nah.
He didn't say it like that.
Tank ain't like the man. What I mean to say, it's a good fight for everyone else to think that, oh, that's a 50-50 type of fight. I like odds like that. I like odds that people think that this guy may win.
Right.
You know what's funny? Your dad said the other day that hit me and it stuck with me. He said, somebody asked him like, well, what do they got to do, the other guys? And he said, listen, when have those other guys been in a situation where they were the underdog? They need to do what my son did and put himself in a situation where it's a 50-50 fight or they're underdogs. And when I thought about it like that, it hit me. I was like, damn, you know what? That's fair. That's a fair statement. I can't hate on that.
I like you.
Yeah, because the Loma fight.
I like all y'all, man.
The Loma fight, the odds were real low.
Oh, yeah, it was like an 80-20, you heard?
And it was so low that they was like, man, we ain't even going to give him a rematch if he looks good.
I know, they so disrespectful. That had to be like, come on, man. How'd that really make you feel to know that they was not going to give you a rematch? Like, that was the initial contract, no rematch.
No, I'll tell y'all the real truth behind all of it. And I still have the paper. I actually have it here in the apartment that we have going on right now. Because we had the house. It's almost done, man. I'm so freaking happy about it, man. It turned out so beautiful. But anyways, moving forward, I have the paper still here that they gave me a side contract stating that pretty much when you lose, this is what you're gonna get for your next fight. And when you lose and you fight for another title, this is what you're gonna get on your next fight as well. I ain't supposed to be telling y'all all this, man, because then I get calls, and then, hey, man, you can't be doing that. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's just.
Yeah. So
I gotta look after my investment.
how do you feel now about Loma?
Hey, man, if there ever comes a day, man, you know, where there's a lot of heat, because I'm just so truthful about a lot of shit, just know Teofimo did it his way, and I was very appreciative of it. You know, just in case. Just in case. You know, just to let y'all know. Just to let y'all know.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead. Go. It's on you.
Thank you. I was gonna ask the question I asked you about the house, if it was almost finished, and you know what I'm saying, did you have a step-by-step hand in making sure everything was correct, or did you have a team that did it for you?
All custom between me and my wife. You know, she's very creative. She's very creative with a lot of things, and I tell her to use that creativity on so many other things. You know, shout out to my wife. She's very she has a vision, man, just like I do when it comes to my sport. She has a vision when it comes to like things that she's really into, whether it's the house on details and her career. So yeah, man, we just did it together, man. It turned out beautiful. It has a wine cellar, has a movie room built in, it has a steam shower and speakers inside and when you shower.
Nice.
Customized island that we added on top of that was like about 20,000 on there. Just a lot of things, man. We're sitting on 1 acre. I'm grateful, man. But what we're gonna do with the house is just we'll sell it afterwards. You know, we ain't gonna be living here in Arkansas, so we're gonna sell it.
Damn, Ness like, I got the shower too. Ness got that same shower. He about to move to Florida. He talking about, I got the shower. But
I was gonna ask you because I know you lived in Florida for a little while, so I was gonna ask what gym you was working at.
Davy Powell. Shout out to our youth out there, man. Davy
Powell.
So that was out there in Florida, like in Davy. So Davy, Florida, and you know, I'm gonna be out there sometime next week. You know, so it's gonna be nice to see all of them, and I'll probably run into Tank and Adrian Brona and all of them because they going out to the same gym that I know. So
they over there with your boy Xander Zayas.
Yeah, that's the sweat box.
Hold on, Enrique, stop.
Go ahead.
Has Xander hit you up? Cause
they was live on the other day.
He's a big boy, and he's working with Tank. He's working with Richardson Hitchens, and he's working with Brona. Ain't no scoop. You ain't got no insides. He giving him that work.
No, man. He's learning, man. That's all I can say. He's learning from all of them, man. He's learning from all of them, and
Robert Easter's there too.
He's very happy with it. I tell him soak all of that in, man, because that's gonna help him in his career. That's gonna help him. He's only 18, 19, maybe 20.
He's young.
You know, he's very young, man, and he got, man. I was a giant with him, but he was 12. Now he's fucking this age, and he's taller than me, and he's weighing more. He turned out to be very that kid has a lot of potential. I just tell him, man, just keep doing. I always gave him good advice since he was younger. You know, I'm not much older than him, but I can always give him my insights of what I experienced and what I went through. So I try to pay that tribute to where I try to steer all these guys to not go through the hard routes, but sometimes they just got to because it builds them.
Right.
You know what I mean? It builds everybody.
Right. So real quick, how much of Lomachenko after the fight did they reach out to you? Anybody reached out like personal through the assistant or nothing? Because it felt bad, and I know boxing is different than basketball where sometimes there's no what they call that, sportsmanship. It's just like whatever, like Cotto, he would just walk out the ring. Loma seemed to do the same thing. So
Cotto's a dick, man. I love Cotto and all, but man, he a dick, man. When I met him when I was 12 years old, he like didn't pay mind to me.
Yeah, he's like
that. He's like that.
But that's just his character. So
that's his character. So how do you feel?
That's just who he is. I can't be around him though, because I may say some shit to him, be like, yo, I don't fucking like it. But I understand.
It's the energy. I
understand. I gotta respect my mans. You know, I gotta respect my elders, and I just gotta be like, that's just who you are. Cool.
Yeah.
I move my way.
So now that you mentioned the whole, I still got the papers in my apartment and the rumors and the no rematch, and now Loma's like on social media talking like, yo, if I do it again, I'ma hurt Teofimo. Would you give him the opportunity? Does it mean something to you?
Hell no. Listen, before you answer that, man, you have to be the first one. You have to be the first one to set the precedent to teach people a lesson that it's disrespectful to believe that you are automatically gonna win. And it's also disrespectful for the other champion not to get a rematch. So don't give his ass a rematch because they wasn't giving you nothing.
You gotta be like, for nothing.
My thing was, look what happened with AJ and Ruiz. They at least had a rematch clause. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But that meant there was no belief in you. Like, I defended you, T.O., on this show. We could rewind the tape.
Rewind.
They were saying you gonna look like Nicholas Waters, and I was like, hell no. Yeah. I put all my money on you, $3,700, and I want it all back. So
see, I can grab. But look, if I go and get this paper, because I saved it,
get
they wanted
the
me to sign
papers.
it. No, hold on, because then you're gonna get me in trouble. But look, so when it came to it, but I won't be in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but so it's more like a slap on the wrist. But anyways, so they sent me they gave me the contract, and then they gave me the one. Hey, when you sign this, you know, you're pretty much giving us the okay that when you do lose. And I never signed it. I never gave it to them back. You know, and even a certain person even asked for it, and I said no, I'm not giving you to you because I know what this fucking really means. So no, and I don't want to say who because it was part of my team, one of them. And, you know, I don't want to say no name. But anyways, it is. So
what's the relationship like now though, with that person that asked for the paper? I won't personally. I would be like, damn, I really don't like him because
no
of
comment. No comment.
I feel you.
T.O., it's going on 2 hours. You good?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my wife. You know, I was gonna go to the gym. You know, cause I'm still working out, doing my thing. So she was, you know, she just got her, she just got her nephew. You know, he just was born like a week ago, so she's there right now with her brother. You know, spending time with the baby and all that. So, you know, I was going to go to the gym, but, you know, we talking and everything. But I still got time. I got, like, you know, I can always work out at home, too, so there's no problem.
Damn. Yo, Arkansas and Brooklyn, big difference, man. Big difference.
Facts. That's why I can't be here. That's why I'm leaving. I love Arkansas. Don't get me wrong.
Spanish food, right?
You know, like, I love the nature and all that. It's just that for someone like myself that always needs to be on the go for many things or do things, ain't really much out here. So that's all.
I got a question.
What do you eat pre-fight, and what is your post-fight guilty pleasure? Like, I got to have it when you get out the ring.
When I get out the ring, man, it could be anything. It could be burgers. It could be pizza. You know, but every time what I do eat before I go to bed, before fight night, my last meal. So like, you know, weigh-in day, and then the end of the night, I always have to have my filet mignon. Whether it's medium rare or just medium, I always have to have filet mignon.
I like medium.
Yeah, I like medium rare.
I choose my steaks. If I do medium rare, it's because I've been there before, and they actually could cook the steak to a good proportion of the the meat. But there's some places that just don't know how to cook it to where it's kind of too rare, and I'm just like, nah, I can't eat it. So, I choose where how I want my steaks. But I never. If you do well done, don't eat a steak. Go get something else. Go
get a burger.
Go get some fried chicken or something. You're gonna do well done.
Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you a question.
Yo, real quick, let me ask you, what you think about the Berchelt Valdez fight? The other day we were talking like, yo, that's such a crazy fight, but it hasn't gotten the reception, that buzz that we thought it would get. They're both in the top ranked stable. What you think about that fight?
That's a good ass fight. That's a wild good fight, man. I think everybody's sleeping on that fight. That's Mexico versus Mexico. These both guys are they're warriors. You heard? I mean, it's gonna be a brawl. It's gonna be a big, hard fight, man, for both guys, but mainly for Valdez. I love my guy, man. That's my dude and everything. But Berchelt, he's a strong 130 pounder. You know what I mean? He's a very big 130 pounder with his shots. So as long as we'll see what Valdez could take. I mean, we've seen what he could take. So it's just more so about how much can he take throughout those rounds to kind of but it's gonna be a good fight. I think everybody needs to watch that. I'm gonna be in Vegas. I'm actually gonna be in the bubble watching that. So
that's awesome.
I'll be there. I'll be there in person. So I'm lucky about that. I'm thankful for that. So and I think that's when February 13th or something like that.
Yeah, that's the 20th, the February 20th.
Yeah. Yo, what fighter was your pops always telling you when you were a kid? What fighter your pops would be like, yo, watch this dude? Was it Mike Tyson? Was it Macho Camacho? Like, who was your fighter always talking about? Your pops always talking about?
Mike, always Mike. Mike Tyson was mainly the main dude, and Floyd. It was Floyd. It was always Floyd at one point in particular time. There was a point in time when my dad really did like Broner. When Broner was on his way, when he was looking real good before all the fame got to him.
135.
Broner, my dad liked him. I could say that. My dad really did like his style at one point. He said
a lot of people.
My dad, I know, because my dad's really very strong he has a strong character. Some people think he's just biased with me, but nah, if he likes you, he'll say it. He really will. But it caught me by surprise when he said Broner, and I was like, damn, okay. I was like, all right, I could see it too, but I was like, I was more shocked about it that he was just open with it. I like him.
Yeah.
But then, you could just tell little by little. And I think the same is going to follow for Tank. The same thing is going to follow for Tank.
Yeah.
They look good, and then once it gets to their head, it's just gonna it's gonna tank. It's gonna tank down.
Tank down.
Yeah, no pun. We had a quick super chat for Teofimo from Al from Windsor. He says, yo, Teo out here spanking everybody. Teo should skip 140 and go straight to 147. Spank everyone there too, then move up to 160. Teo the truth.
Damn.
And he's from Canada.
He giving you all the props.
Shout out to Canada. Shout out to all, man. I think it's at you never know, man. 160 could be the tip of the iceberg. It could be the one that I could just complete. But my main goal right now, I have short-term goals right now. I got long-term goals, but we ain't there yet. Right now I'm focused on the short-term goals. Beat either one or two of the four fucking I say things, not kings.
I was waiting for it. I was like, he's gonna say something else.
I know.
The four things, and then beat one or two of them, and then they could probably meet me at 140. Whoever else is there that's left. And then, become undisputed at 140. So I want to do back-to-back. So I'll be defending my belts for at least a couple more times at 35 before I move up to 140.
Yo, now that you mentioned the four things, I was thinking like Devin Haney's pops, Bill Haney, and your pops were on the show, and it was a friendly heat going on. And I was like, yo, those are fathers defending their sons, man. You can't take nothing away from the language they use or the energy they have against each other protecting their sons. So I want to say, what do you feel that? What do you feel with that, with your pops protecting you? Because you just said your pops is not only biased against you, like he's supposed to be biased. Says no one could, not even Mike Tyson could beat you at his prime, right? To your pops, it's supposed to be that. So
he ain't biased with me though.
But you gotta protect that, man.
Nah. He just really believes that he got the best, man. And he always told me, man. And it comes to what is it? Fruition.
Fruition.
Yeah, fruition. And it comes to that, man. And it's really all about at this point in time, man. My father always told me, man. He's like, they need you more than you need them. So I always take that with me.
True.
I always take that with me. My dad always gave me great advice. He never steered me wrong. That's the father in him. So my father's a good father, man, and I'm very appreciative of him because that's just I could pass that down for my kids when that time comes. But moving forward, man, no, my dad ain't biased with me. He just believes he got the best of the best, and that's the law of attraction, man. That you speak that out to the universe, you speak that out to your creator, to God, and it's and it comes true. That's why people calling him Nostradamus or Teostradamus, whatever you want to call him, but he speaks it and it comes real, man, because it's all about it's all about positivity, it's all about good vibes. And when you think that you the best, or when you know, it's not even a think. See, a think is more so of you're in between. You're not really too sure. You're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. When you know, you're all in.
Yeah, it's an awareness.
That's all right there that you gotta have, man. That's why I'm okay. It's not that I'm comfortable when I talk about stuff. Is that I'm the truth, man. I know what I bring. I know what I present to myself. I believe in myself that much.
Is there a difference now in your relationship with your pops versus today versus the time before Loma when you had that interview and you shed some tears? Like, it touched home for a lot of people because, you know, to me personally, my opinion was like, damn, his pops is strictly business boxing. But you had it, you know, son, father. Is there a difference now versus then?
It's always been me. It's just a father and son, you know, situation. There was just some things that I know I got to take back, and that I got not that I got to take back what I said, but more so I got to take back those things that were pretty much what they were trying to do, whether it was with certain networks or anything that they were trying to do before my fight, you know, trying to steer me away from all that, my focus, you know.
Right.
So sometimes people want that, man. So all I take from it is that just some things are better left not said, you know. You keep that and you say you know, you talk to your peoples when you got to. You know, not everybody need to know everything.
Damn. Should a father be taken away from his son's corner? Like, let's say people who always say Angel Garcia shouldn't be in Danny's corner, and I always disagree with that. I'm like, hell no, that's his pops. You know, do you think when people judge like, yo, the father needs to get out the corner and need another corner man in there, do you agree with that? Disagree? Like, what's the deal with that?
You know, I'm gonna say no. The whole thing is like anybody that puts me against my father, they no longer with us.
Right. So you ever have an opinion when they announce that out loud against other fighters and the pops and the fighter?
Everybody got their wrong opinion.
Wrong opinion. So that means that's the bad advice.
Let me cut in real quick. We got a super chat question from the people, Tio. Carlitos, 3-time champ from the UK. He's a 3-time champ pick'em league winner here at the TBV. He picks, you know, the winners, so he's crowned himself that. He says, great interview, guys. Who you got, Tio? AJ versus Fury. No top rank bias, please, champ.
So that means he wants you to say AJ.
So right now, where I see is Carlitos' way right now. All right.
Yo, you mad funny, man. You witty. you on target, man. You on target.
That's that Brooklyn coming out of him, man.
Yeah, he on target.
Yeah. The fans win. I'm gonna be like that. That way he don't get no way. You know, hey, that's it, man. The fans win.
It's the fans win.
It'll be undisputed.
Don't ask me that question.
Yeah, man.
You got a call coming in. It's all good, Tio.
Oh, I mean, the call came in?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm right here. Yeah, because wifey.
It's all good. Listen, Tio, man, you've been on with us for a minute, champ.
I'm the king. Hey, I'm the king in boxing, but when it come out to the reality, that's Hefe over there.
You already know, champ.
Go handle the boss lady, man. Go handle the boss lady.
Crazy. I can't do that.
The moment she called me, I'm just like,
I got a dip, champ.
Nah, it's no problem, man. You gave us more than enough time. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
I drove home trying to catch up to you, Tio. And I was like, yo, he in the car. Should I call from the car? Should I do it from the car? I was like, nah, I don't got a headphone.
See, I wish I had the background y'all got, you know what I mean? But
shit, man, let us know, man. We say
only background I would have is like my dick and it'll be too big for the picture.
Cool.
You know? I'm just fucking with y'all.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Look, y'all see that though, man? Look how serious they got real quick. I just like messing with y'all, man. Hey,
yo, what's up with the blue ring though? What's up with the blue ring? What's that?
That's the wedding ring.
Oh no, it's it's my wedding ring. But
no, I know that, but what's the material?
Oh, it's silicone.
Oh, silicone.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, like when you work out and all that stuff. But then
okay. I see what it is.
Oh,
it's like
so you
ain't trying to damage no diamonds. Oh no!
Oh,
that's wife telling him end the show right now.
Nah.
End that show, boo. End it.
That's it.
Calling it.
Yo, so life has changed dramatically. One side, you went from one side of the spectrum to the next. Like, how much boxing do you talk all day? Do you ever not have a moment of not boxing?
I turn it off. There's an on and off switch because you got to live that way. You got to kind of practice because when we do retire, there's no more about us. You know, ain't no more talk about the king and all those things, man. It's more so about, all right, who's next and who's hot now. You know, and you end up becoming forgotten. You know, not forgotten. Your legacy lives on, but you know, they got other young cats that they got to keep pushing.
Yeah,
that ain't me. Who that?
That's Ness. His wife telling him.
That's all the wife he's hitting us, champ.
Like,
what's going on?
Oh man, that's it. It's like a calling. I swear. I tell y'all, man.
It's like the Batman call got put out.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so you
like,
mentioned
no good.
you mentioned retirement. Like, do you even like have a vision of that? Like, what retirement is like for you after boxing?
I'm always gonna be in boxing, whether me being a coach, a commentator. I'm always gonna be involved. You know, I already got takeover promotions, and I'm already gonna start signing fighters. You know, I already got things in mind. I already got things in order. You know, so obviously, you know, taking all these amount of punishments. You know, I don't really take, as long as they don't hit me with their head. You know, I don't take that much punishment. So really, it's just all about making sure that I'm able to be there for my kids and my wife when that time comes, because we do got a life outside of it. That's why, you know, with LeBron James, he talks about more than an athlete, you know, because that's what we are. We all are humans. You know, at the end, we just good at what we do. That's the only thing that separates us from some others. But it ain't nothing but you know, when that time comes, I just want to make sure that I have all my chickens and I got everything right.
So that was Bill and Devin. Devin saying he's watching, and that he said he's seen an interview with you and Ellie, and you said you were sending contracts. They have yet to get anything. Are they still coming?
Yeah, I've been talking to Bob. We just waiting on, like I said, we waiting on Australia first. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Bob got the letter.
Well, there you go.
Bob got the letter on Friday, so I'm gonna call him either tomorrow, probably Tuesday, who knows, and then we'll talk about it again. You know,
I gotta look after my investment.
But Devin doesn't get anything, just so he know, because like he said, he's watching. He doesn't get anything until Camboso says no.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Pretty much. So don't worry, fake champ. You gonna get your.
Oh man, but most likely Camboso gonna say yes because it's a big payday for him. This show, they were saying Camboso is the bigger fighter than all the four kings.
Bigger money fight for him in Australia.
Is that true? The bigger money fight
in Australia? Hell yeah!
We're talking about anywhere between 40 to 60,000 people.
Oh shit! And the ticket concession stand.
See, they talk a lot about Tio don't sell tickets, motherfucker. I couldn't sell tickets because they had the bubble and they COVID. Where in Nevada, they were able to do it in Texas and so what and so on. I mean, because they found even Tank had to postpone and moved it to where was it? Texas.
Yeah.
So it's all of this is not valid yet until I end up selling tickets until I have fans.
Right. So hold up. The co-main.
We can talk about numbers, but look at it though. Just on the ESPN platform was 4.2 million views.
Right. Right. Okay.
Right.
So the Comey fight that you had, that was the undercard of who fight?
Say that again?
That was the undercard of whose fight? And it was in the Garden. Crawford. So
Crawford and was it Khan or was it? Yeah, it was.
Was it Khan?
Was it Khan?
Garden? That was the Garden.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't Khan.
It had to be.
Was it? So
no. It was Kavalauskas.
It was Kavalauskas. So who do they give the credit for the arena ticket sales? They give that to Crawford, or do they give a portion of that to you?
No, they give it all. They gave it all to Crawford.
So you can't even be like, "Yo, I showed up and Brooklyn showed up." You can't even say that. Damn, that's crazy.
They doing me dirty, coach, but it's all good because I'm about to do them all dirty next. They can't stop me now. They can't stop me. They done fucked up now. They had to be on my good side. Now they on my bad side. But it's all love. It ain't nothing personal. It's all business now.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough.
Tio, let me ask you one question about this Australia thing. Do you have any?
I wanna look. See, this is when I put on my political hat. You know, I wanna thank Top Rank. I want to thank ESPN. I want to thank all those that have been helping me. Thank you, Bob Arum, for everything you have done for me and for my team, Team Lopez, the takeover.
Right.
You know?
So in terms of the Australia thing,
Stupendous.
Are you at all worried of a robbery? I mean, they robbed Pacquiao in Australia. Jeff Horn, you know, I thought Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn. I don't think Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao.
See these? It's going. This is lightning. This is thunder. You know what I mean? I'm just talking shit. Nah, man, I ain't worried about that, man. I know what I'm all about. I'm gonna knock this guy out.
Oh, I was gonna say you have to knock him out.
That's right, bow, sucker. Yeah.
You guys sparred before because he's down there with Zayas a lot too.
No, I never sparred.
Yo, how soon do you go to Australia? Because the time difference is crazy over there.
Honestly, that's the thing I'm gonna find out this week. Yeah.
You know, it's 24 hours. 9 a.m. over here is 9 p.m. over there. So
yeah. So do you want to go live over there for a month, or you would just be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go there a week before"?
Nah. At least 3 weeks.
All that would have to be coordinated with whether it's like 3 weeks in advance or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
All that would have to be. Yeah. But overall, man, we'll see what happens. It may not happen. It may not happen in Australia. It may happen somewhere else, you know. But if they agree on the terms, and if everything else goes well, then you know that'll be the next fight. But like I said, man, if things go south, then that's when we'll go and negotiate.
I heard it's happening. I heard it's happening here in April in America, not in Australia, because of the travel
it won't
ban.
happen. So we talked about end of April. Beginning of May is when we're talking about. That's why Devin was like, "I'm ready in April," and I call the shots, and he knows it.
Right.
Well, no, he's saying that because his contract is up in April too. His last fight is April with DAZN.
With DAZN?
Damn, that's quick.
Yeah, they probably what was that like 3-year deal contract?
Yeah, 4 fight.
He did it smart though. He did it smart. That's a good thing for him. He did smart.
Nah, but Haney fighting on DAZN is big because you know I'll tune in. I won't tune in to DAZN other than that. But look,
Yo,
are
he's
there
a casual
two, are
fan,
there
by the
two
way.
contracts for you
I don't think he
fighting
told you that.
Cambosas? Like, are they saying nah, ain't no rematch, T.O.?
No,
ain't no rematch.
He's the A side. They can't tell him that.
Exactly, but y'all talking about Cambosas is the money.
Okay, so when you bring the money, you can entice the A side, but you don't get to control the event. You get it? So it's
I know what you're saying. I wanted to hear T.O. answer that.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't asking Nestor Gibbs.
Nah, man. I just say it like this, man. It's all about you know, I was in the B side and I had to go with whatever they were talking about on Loma's team and everything. So we just went off that. And now comes to that part, you know, it's all about, since we the A side, we are the A side, we earned it, and we'll just go off of, you know, we'll see what happens there on. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's gonna take the lower amount. You know what I mean? But he's still gonna get paid. You know, and then we go from there.
Right.
It's not gonna be no, you know, it won't be where, you know, when the time comes, y'all just know.
Yeah.
That's all.
So you didn't have a conversation with Bob like, damn, Bob, you ain't believe in me. I was happy I signed to your team, and you ain't believe in me. And you thought, and now look at what I did. So now you owe me. And
You ain't hit him with no, I told you so.
no conversation after that. Like, yo, Bob, what the fuck you mean I wasn't gonna win?
Yeah, you picked the wrong
None of that.
horse. Like, nah,
Yo,
nothing.
Bob, what's wrong with you, man?
He took no high horse. You went the humble champion route. Like, sorry.
You ain't got to do it when you're holding all the cards after the fight now.
I look at it like this, man. How I get everybody back is with my success. That's all.
Right.
That's all, man.
I congratulate you and say, Tio, I owe you.
No comment.
What?
Oh, damn, that's messed up.
Oh, I mean, I was talking like, you hold the cards and stuff, but not even like, damn, that was dope. Like, wow. All right.
Congrats, Tio. I didn't even believe it.
Word, right? Like,
all I say is no comment. You know.
I feel you. I feel you.
Hey, it's what I can say for all the youth out there, man. Take care of yourself, and when you do get a big payday, don't do certain mistakes that maybe I have made. You know, don't let your family depend on you. Just help them to do their own career and their own shit. You know, because it's a lot of mouths to feed, and sometimes you can lose certain family members from it. So just take care of yourself. That's all I can tell the youth, man. Because money, it's not that money changes people. It's just money is a dependency. Money, you need it. So people end up getting a little too crazy about it.
Yo, one time I heard Tracy Morgan say, yo, I could give you all the money in the world. It's not going to correct the choices you made in the past.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so it's never about money. You know what I'm saying? It's your choices you prepared.
That's why it's the boxing voice, baby.
That's why it is.
That's
and
right.
Hey, Tio, I was wanting to ask you one quick question. You said that you're gonna eventually move from the house that you're building in Arkansas. Are you eventually looking to have a real estate portfolio at some point with the purses that you're gonna be making going forward?
Oh, absolutely, man. I plan on doing many big things going on moving forward. I plan on buying a good amount of land and making a lot. You know, make money off of that. It's all about location. The three rules to real estate: location, location, location. You know what I mean? Right. So, that's all it is, man. It's all about. This is just a gateway. Boxing is just a gateway to more things. To separate myself in a whole nother aspect. I don't need to take blows to the head or to the body or to my body. You know, anywhere. Just for money. You know, it could do for other things on top of that. You know, so that's what it is, man. It's just a gateway. And I'm very appreciative that God gave me this gift to go on and do it and understand it. And we all got choices to make. You know, you don't see me with I could afford I have money enough to afford a fucking Ferrari. I have money in for all those things, but for what, man? I take care of my wife. I take care of those that I need to. For me, man, I'm driving a $50,000 truck. For that, you know, I'm happy with that. I'm content with that. It humbles you, man. It's all about a humbling experience.
That's not even. I mean, it's just smart, man. You know.
The moment you take that shit out the lot, it's over with.
Yeah,
I'd rather buy a
appreciate.
Car. I'd rather buy a car that's like a 1989. You know, and
something to appreciate with value.
Yeah, you know, not stuff like that, man. The only thing I would say that probably I will spend my money on is watches, because I love watches. I love them. That's the only thing that you'll probably see me. You'll probably see me with full sweats everywhere, all sweated out, sweatpants and a tracksuit, but like $100,000 watch.
You got the Richard Mueller on. I got the Teofimo Richard Mueller.
I got a quick question for you. I had seen on the Dazn video that you had asked Canelo, could you go train with him? And he said, yeah. Are you going to take him up on that offer and really go?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be out there to be out there in the gym and just, you know, work out with him, see how the gym is, how the whole setup is, and maybe I'll teach him a few of my footworks and he'll teach me a few things from him. So, you know, it's all about helping each other, man.
Yo, that's dope.
If y'all looked at, it's all about helping one another, man, and all about everybody succeeding. I'm happy that Devin Haney's doing his thing. I'm happy Javante Davis is doing their thing. I ain't no hater, yo. I don't hate on none of these guys. I wish them nothing but longevity and success. Damn. You know, that's what it is. Ain't no hate. It's all love, baby. It's all love.
Real. That's real, man. Congratulations.
We all came up as from amateurs. We all saw one another. Yep. And now we still doing it. So it's actually more of appreciation. Keep going. Because when they winning, Teofimo winning.
Yo, one time I worked right next to Rihanna, right? She touched my leg. I was starstruck. I didn't know what to say, how to respond, right? And yeah, she touched my leg.
Get me in trouble.
They was doing her hair and shit, and she touched up my leg to get up. So when you go into Canelo's gym, that's like the biggest in boxing. Like, is there a little piece of you is that like, damn man, this Canelo Alvarez right here? Like, what do I say? Or are you just naturally comfortable?
I'm naturally comfortable. I look at it like this, man. There's some people or some celebs that may carry themselves in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't one of those, but you know what I mean. You know those type that like, who are you type shit.
Nariz para arriba.
You know, all that shit. So I'm not one of those. But I look at it like this, man. He's human. He bleeds just like me. Shit, why I gotta? He's had a lot of accomplishments, absolutely, but it's nothing but love, man. I don't look at anybody different.
But you could take away from walking out of that camp. You could go in there and take away.
I'm not gonna be doing camp with him. I'm just gonna go there for a day or two, work out with him, see what and meet him. And well, we already, we met.
Oh yeah, I met before.
Yeah, but work on shit. Just I'll teach him some things because I have some shit that he may not know, and there's some shit that he may not know. We just helping each other, and then it goes for everybody, man. But knowing that he's in a different weight class, I'm able to do that. Now if he was at 135, 147, we wouldn't be seeing each other. I'd be like calling him out. Yo, what's up, my man?
He'd be your enemy.
That's what I was gonna ask though. Like, are you gonna try and set it up when Valdez and Ryan are not there, or would you rather go when Valdez and Ryan are there?
Oh,
I'm just gonna pull up because I could do that.
I love it.
I'm just gonna pull up with my training gear and I'm gonna go and I'm be like, hey, what's up? Oh, how you doing? They may look at me like I'm a fucking ghost, or they may turn white, or they may be cool with it. But I'm just going in 'cause I'm like,
yo, the way I envision that is like if you go there and Ryan's there, I think they don't let you in.
Nah, I don't think they keep him out. I think Teofimo's one of the few guys that could walk into any gym.
But hold up. Your fighter is Ryan Garcia. Teofimo is coming in the gym.
Yeah, but out of courtesy, you gonna let him in. You just gonna stop the Ryan work.
Be gentlemen and shake hands and shit.
If anything, they'll probably take him out. Fuck that.
Yeah, they'll just stop.
Honestly, I was thinking that too. I was like, I'll bet you they would just say we don't want him. You know what I'm saying?
I earn my respect. I earn my stripes the right way, so I'll get mine always. That's why I'm okay. I could go any gym, man. And I'm not doing it like, I'm not saying it like in a cocky way. You heard?
Right.
I mean, there may be somebody that may not want me there. Cool, cool. That's good to know. I know next time not to go there. But I'm not saying it in a cocky way. It's just it's all about respect, man. That's what's carrying me this way. That's what's carrying me to where I could walk and not look over my shoulder. It's all about respect, man. I respect everybody. I respect what everybody does, and it's all about love, peace, and harmony, yo.
Right. But there's respect, and then there's ego, too, right? You may not have the ego, but the other person may have the ego and be like, nah, he can't come in here.
And then that's when I look at it and I say, you ain't a real person. You ain't real.
Right.
And sooner or later, karma gonna catch up to you.
Definitely.
That's just how I look at it, man.
So you went...
Everybody, I don't treat nobody with no disrespect unless judge not, let's be judged first.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's all about that, man. Look, man, you never know. There could be a freaking geek, whatever you want to say. And as long as you was nice to that geek or whatever, that nerd, anybody, because we all say we put labels on people.
Right.
So you put a label on that person. But if you was nice to that person, maybe it was Jeff Bezos when he was 9 years old, and they probably remember that. Hey, you was nice to me, man. Right. And look at them now. You never know who you really gonna be. You never know who that person may turn out to be. So always be respectful first, man. That's what I say, man. I carry yourself like that, you know, because you never know what that person may do. Maybe you might need them one day. So don't burn your bridge. That's what I'm saying, man.
Unless you
People judge too quick, man. It's easy to judge. People judge my wife thinking she a hoe. It's all good, man. She ain't no hoe. That's my wife. Respect that.
Yo,
so I don't know anybody crazy enough to say.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, ain't nobody crazy enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yo, you in Arkansas, man? Where you get your haircuts at? You just pull up in any barber shop?
No. I got my boy Christian, man. He real good out here, man. He's nice. He's I think he's Puerto Rican too, man. They know how to cut.
Oh.
So
He live out there.
And then I got, yeah, man. I got connects for everybody, man. Wherever I go, Florida, New York, Vegas, LA. I have barbers wherever, and they all.
So you make
all
one
up.
call like, yo, where's Barber in Vegas? Boom.
Facts, man. You know.
That's
what I mean?
like how that's me too. I'm like that too. That's how I do.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
so
know, and-
so the cut is on $150 or $250
What
or
the hell? Yo, don't let them charge you no fucking $150 for a cut.
Nah,
just 'cause
I
you
think
Teofimo.
fighters pay $150.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, look, for us, you know, we like but
Nah,
like,
just because you Teofimo, they charge you $150, champ.
they probably come.
No. Look. I'm very generous, man. At times.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the fight of the celebrity. They give what they get.
No. They don't. Nah, he's like I said. They all respectful, man. And it's all about you know, they'll charge me what they usually charge everyone else, but I'll tip them with maybe 100. You know, I'll tip them with something else. You know, that's who I am, and I'm generous. For me, it's not it's because I don't value money in that asset in that way.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we all need it. I ain't over here just hey, here's 100 for you. He's like, nah, but it's more so like thank you. And
He
that's
gave
what
you a
it's all about.
service, and you were like, "Yo, here, $150." So I heard Kyrie Irving pay $1,000 for a haircut.
He tripping.
Yeah, he tripping.
Not on purpose. He go there.
What the hell? How is
He's
it
flying
not
them
on
in,
purpose?
maybe. You know what I mean?
How is it, but how is it
he
not
might have like
on
a
purpose?
personal barber.
Nah, Kyrie
No?
Irving live in West Orange. I just found this out today, and his barber drives to him. It's really $100, and he gives him $1,000.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
it's a
so
It's like
$900
what
he
Theo
tip.
tips the man, but he don't
He don't
like
say
charge him
he charging
$1,000.
me 40,
Yo.
but I'm giving him $140.
He charging
Yeah.
him. He charging. I mean, he giving him a $900 tip. That's a great ass. That's a good person.
Yo,
That's a good.
I'm gonna learn how to cut hair, hang out with that man.
Hey, but maybe it could be that the guy probably actually, you know, don't treat him like everyone else. Maybe
There you
know
go.
what I mean?
That's
Maybe,
what's
maybe
up.
they maybe
It's a good
maybe he
point.
treats him like maybe he treats him like anyone, like a natural human being, like we all are.
Right.
And maybe that's what he appreciates the most. Ain't like, hey, can I get your autograph or anything? Nah,
Word.
it's more so like, hey, I just want to talk to you, man. How you doing? How's your day, man?
Barbers
So
be
maybe
like therapists sometimes too.
He also got a $200 million contract too. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Who Kyrie?
And,
dude,
and
Kyrie.
but look at that, man. You guys gotta think about it, man. That's his blessing because of it. Being
Exactly.
so generous.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
You
Hey,
know.
God sees all that, man. Whether whoever your creator, whoever y'all believe in, man, they see all that. So whatever
job.
you do in good deeds, man, you don't gotta show it off. You just, that's how I live, man. Yo, I did this.
They said my man Casual need his own gossip psych.
You got all the insight. You got all the
Every
insight.
Yo,
Every
let me
game
ask you a
coming
question.
with all the pop culture questions.
Final question. Like, yo, what you want to say to the boxing social media people that just say things about Tio, negative or positive? Like, forget about the thank you part. We know you grateful for that. But the people who be like, man, Tio ain't gonna get past this section. He did Loma like that. Good night, but let's see him do it again. Like, what do you say to those people?
What I say to that, man, I gotta say thank you first, yo. That's just who I am, man.
Say it,
But
man.
I can't change that. Thank y'all for always for giving me that flame that I need, man. And that's with the good and the positive, with the positive and the negative. What I can say, man, you see this face right here? Get used to it because you're gonna see it for a long time. You're gonna see it for many years, and it's gonna be in the top for many years. So, if you ain't comfortable with it right now, Teofimo's gonna make you get comfortable with it this year.
And you was on Ring Magazine twice, by the way.
Yeah, back to back, man. Like
Back
Jordan.
to back.
Like Jordan.
You got to get the rings and pose, like, you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
you know that's what I think I'm gonna end up doing though. With all my, I'm gonna have because I have five belts, so I got five rings. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna get the IBF, the WBO. I'm gonna do all of that.
Oh,
man.
that's
That would
fly.
be sick.
Do the
That
fly
would be
pick.
sick.
Get a
Yeah.
real professional.
Yeah, you got to get like a professional pick.
Oh yeah,
Done.
for sure, facts, man. And I'm gonna get and I got my national Golden Gloves ring as well. So I got, I'm married to the
Man.
game.
Yo, did I
Right, you
see
you gonna need to
WBC?
add extra fingers.
Did I see you with the
Back to the
WBC
game.
wrist joint? Was that you?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
got the watch.
Yeah, that was you. I
Saw
saw
that.
that.
He got
Yeah,
the band, the
dope.
That
WBC
watch,
belt
that,
wrist.
that watch is
Hublot,
that
right?
watch is no. That watch is $2,000 though.
Oh, that ain't nothing finesse,
I
man.
thought-
That's got two of them
I
joints.
thought that was partnered with WBC and Hublot. That's not their design. Okay.
Hugo for $2,000? You crazy, man.
I mean, I thought they
I
partnered. with,
got a Hublot for like 20 right now.
I thought they
20.
partnered with the WBC.
But I like watches, man. The first watch I ever bought was my Hublot. I ain't get and then because a lot of people get Rolexes and all that. I like to do things differently, And when they get their first, but man. So things like that, man. Just what I can say though for just my experience on everything, man. Everybody gotta have you gotta be What I can say is you gotta have that will strength in you. Not everybody got it though.
Right.
It has something to do with in here. You know what I mean? And if you got that, then they'll take you. And that's from outside of boxing. It's like for everything. You got to have that willpower, that will strength to continue to do what you need to do and what you setting out to do. We all could do it, man. It ain't, but it's just not easy. You know what I mean? We all could be great in many things. You guys are great at what you guys do, man, because you guys are practicing. You guys choose to. Y'all very good at it, man. So it goes to show for everybody, man. We all have talents. We just got to go out there and find it. And when you find it, man, don't give up, man, because it's the people that say all that negative shit is the ones that they were too scared to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy because I always feel like I'm not really good. You know what I'm saying? I always like, damn, I'm not that good, man.
You got to always tell yourself, man, good thoughts. Be kind to yourself. Always talk positive.
Yeah, that's the negative voice in my head that I always fight. I'm like, I'm gonna fight that. And then I'm like, damn, that was hard, man. But yeah, Tio left.
All right. No, I'm right here.
Yeah,
but for you, casual is a little different, man. You work among so many celebrities, and you on big sets, so I could see pressure. That's not really that's not really like you thinking you ain't good. That's just you on the elite level, man. You on the elite level.
It's all not, but it's more so. It's just, man. When you tell yourself good things, bro, good things actually end up coming.
Nah, you right. You gotta tell yourself.
You can't shorten yourself, because then you really just hurting yourself when you shorten yourself. You gotta be. You just gotta tell yourself, man, I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Look at Muhammad Ali. He said I'm the greatest before I ever was.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? With Tio, I wanted to ask you. You kind of missed the opportunity to get the bigger crowd, don't you think? Like, you think your crowd would have been huge against Lomachenko? If it wasn't COVID.
Absolutely.
It would have been in the Garden, right?
It would have been at the Garden. It could have been at the Allegiant Stadium. I mean, those were the two options, man. That was the super fight. They call it the Super Bowl of boxing for a reason, man. That was gonna be the big fight of it all. But don't worry, we're gonna get that back and some. Just with time, man. Everything. I always look at it like this. Everything happens for a reason. God has a purpose and why I'm doing this and why He wanted to see how bad I want it without the crowd. He knows I could do good with crowds. He just wanted to see how I could do it without it. Yeah, that's all, man. Everything's a testimony. Everything's a test in our life, man. Some obstacles. People always say, "Why me? Why me?" Shut that shit up. Say, "Why not me? Why not me?" Fuck. Damn, I deserve that shit. That's how you gotta look at it. Why not me? It ain't about why me.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna end it with that, because my wifey blowing me up and she gonna kick my ass, and I just want to tell y'all love, peace, man. And
you the man, champ.
Mad love over here, Tio.
Hey, I love y'all, man. I love boxing, but that's Hefe.
Word.
No,
yo, Hefe.
Can I squeeze this last one? Can I squeeze this last?
To La Jefa.
Let me squeeze this last little one in. This last little one. Recently, Bob came out and said that ultimately he's basically saying you didn't beat a dominant 135-pounder. Is he just salty? Now he's saying like you ain't beat a dominant 135-pounder because obviously Loma was moving up. You think he's salty? Is this like what's going on? Have you talked to Bob?
Yeah, I spoke with Bob.
So what do you think about him saying you have not beat a dominant 135-pounder yet?
Well, I'm just hearing this right now, so all I can say is like, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, I still beat him. I mean, he beat all the other guys at 135 that've been there for a long period of time. So, you know, all I can say, man, it speaks for itself. Who gives a shit, really?
Yo, look at the papers. That's all. Tell them look at the papers.
Tio, man, enjoy the rest of your day, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Tell wifey we appreciate, having you on the show and her allowing you to be here with us.
I'm gonna screenshot this because, man, I gotta show her the faces that got me in trouble.
I'm a pose. Let's pose, y'all.
Wait. There we go.
Yo,
Yo, post that on IG, man. I will retweet it.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Si tú quieres bailar, sopa de caracol.
I sent
Yo,
you
that's
the link.
Honduran music?
That's Honduran, Chess. Garifano music right there.
Later, man.
All right,
Yo,
brother, take it easy.
Yo, peace, man. Enjoy that belt, man.
Enjoy it.
Peace.
Listen, I sent you the link. I sent you the link just in case. All right, take it easy.
Good.
You the man.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Teofimo Lopez, Neofimo, the one. Yeah.
Pretty
If you
dope.
enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.